I'm just still thinking of movies. Oh.
Welcome to Bracket Basher, the podcast. We take a bracket of 32, 64, 128 or more and banter our way down to a winner. I am your host this week, the head bastard, Freddie Fisher, and this is...
It's Mike. Yo, it's the Black Mamba, Kobe. Glad to be here, and this is...
This is, of course, your boy Q, the energy, the liveliness, the reason why y'all tune in, and of course, well, you'll probably never see my eyes. So, let's go. Who is this?
And we have two returning guests this week. First coming back, Kaya. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, sir. It is a nice Sunday evening, even though it's October, and it's for some reason thinking that it's late summers kind of weather, and you have all the beetles and ladybugs constantly flying all around, and I have to flick them off my shirt or my hat, whatever I'm wearing. And it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, I'm doing good today.
It's late October in Iowa, and it's 80 degrees outside.
Yep.
There's something to the global warming thing. Speaking of hotness, Eric, how you doing, sir?
It was good, y'all. How y'all doing? This your little big brother, Eric G. As Mike might be the black mamba, but I'm the black man. What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
This week, we have a collaboration going on. Eric, myself, Mike, and Q all joined up together, and we have another set from Reddit because Kaya wasn't. Kaya is actually taking the place of somebody else today, so thank you, Kaya, for being here last minute. Of movies that we consider to be overrated. These are completely mixed up in the first round. Nobody is facing their own, one of their other selections in it. So I made sure that happens. After round one, I can't guarantee that happens. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's going to. So 5 people on the screen. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means there is no pass to partial this week. However, there is steal of votes and blowing of loads. Since we vote round robin style, blowing of loads is possible. If you're one of the first people to go and don't want to be one of the first people to go, you can blow your load. That means you're going last. If somebody else blows their load after you, you're no longer going last. You're going directly before them, and so on and so forth. The other one is the steal a vote, as named by Q. It is the most bastard move that we have, and that is stealing a vote. As long as somebody has not voted yet, you can steal their vote, meaning if they blew their load and you want to steal their vote, you can. Their vote is still active. So keep that in mind. Steal votes are active all the way up into and including the quarterfinal rounds, and blowing the loads can go all the way into the finals. You guys ready to start this?
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Don't waste your load because someone might just steal your vote and it was a waste of a
I
load.
always blow it early.
I start this one off. Do you guys want to know who picked what? Like, who put them in there or not? You just want to kind of go with it? All right.
No, I'm just gonna guess.
All right. So we have the Mad Max remake versus Nightmare Before Christmas.
All right, so the first one was Freddie's pick.
I'm going to tell you right now, neither one of these are my picks. The person I know who picked what, but I'm not going to reveal it.
Thank you.
Nightmare Before Christmas is one of my favorite movies of all time. As far as the way it's shot, the well developed characters in it, the storyline, everything else. As far as being overrated, I don't disagree with you. I personally think it gets more credit from what it's due, but it's still one of my favorite movies. I qualify it as like a 7 when a lot of people qualify it as like a 9 or 10. So but as far as being overrated, I agree that Mad Max, the remake, did not live up to the expectations that it should have. So I'm going to vote for Mad Max to be the more overrated movie of the two. Q, is it Nightmare Before Christmas or Mad Max the remake?
It's Nightmare Before Christmas. Why'd you skip over Mike?
Sorry.
The heck, man?
He's being all quiet, and that's because I have Q and Mike switched on my screen. So there you go.
I'm always
Q.
behind both those guys.
It was Q's vote. That's my fault. When Eric came back on the screen, my screen got
all turned around.
So basically, you
Discombobulated.
don't blame the black man. You trying to blame the black man.
Discombobulated. I like the word use.
Just blame the Black Mamba.
You blame the black man for your problems. I see what you're doing. I got it.
That's my son's favorite word right now. Is my 5-year-old's favorite word right now is discombobulated.
Oh God.
I'm discombobulated.
Anyway, Night Before Christmas gets that vote. Mike, is it Night Before Christmas or Mad Max the remake?
So to go with one of the movie ideas, you can go Mad Faps. I'm gonna go Mad Max. I think Night Before Christmas was good. I haven't seen I think I've seen each of them once. So
they weren't that fucking good if you only saw it once and it's on every fucking year.
no, it definitely it
Wasn't that good. So it's overrated. Check.
I was gonna blow my load, but I'm not going to. I'm just doing this to that's like so I'm
He's
gonna
just doing the 5-knuckle shuffle real quick.
Mad Max gets that vote. By the way, Night Before Christmas is actually in theaters right now for its 30th anniversary. So it's going to be getting a lot of play this next upcoming week. Kaya, is it Mad Max, the remake, or Nightmare Before Christmas?
Hey, you don't got to reveal who did the Mad Max remake, but you already know who did the Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm pretty sure that was me. And all I got to say is just in case, I'm easily going to just steal someone's vote right now. And that's the only person who hasn't voted yet. And that's Eric. And yep, I'm sorry. But I'm stealing his vote and we're going with Nightmare Before Christmas because it is overrated. Which, by
That's
the way,
what's up. That's what's up.
Hey,
That was not my pick, by the way. Not at all.
Like Freddie said that he likes the movie but thinks it's overrated. I actually think that is a perfect explanation of the word overrated. When people say, oh, something's overrated, they think it's automatically bad. While I do think Nightmare Before Christmas is both bad and overrated, in my opinion. But again,
So much hate. So much hate. Eric, either way, what would have your vote been?
Well, first of all, since you want to say that, I'm the one who picked Mad Max. But anyway, Mad Max to me, like I don't like a lot of like remakes because I'm always comparing shit. But Mad Max to me is too much shit going on. It's not worth it. I need Tina Turner to pop her ass back from the grave to do some shit. But but Nightmares Before Christmas has always been my favorite movie, man. As a little kid, Halloween I watched it, Christmas I watched it, hell, Thanksgiving I was looking at it. It was my favorite movie as a kid. I
hate the movie.
it's
like everything that Kyle said, I agree with to the fullest extent. It's a bad movie and it's overrated.
It's too musical, even if it's Disney. Come on.
I don't even love Disney musicals, but that's the best like musical. I was still to this day saying them goddamn songs. Like I've heard.
It was really funny last week though when Zero got dropped out. In the finals, it was Zero versus Iago in the finals. And I'm pretty sure that I broke Jess's heart on her last day here. So here's that. Nightmare Before Christmas moves on after that one. Q starts this one off. Is it The Dark Knight or Avengers Endgame?
So not really have seen all of the Batmans throughout the history. And only seeing a fair few here and there, and of course the cartoon version. Everyone saw the cartoon version. I'm gonna have to say the more overrated movie is Avengers.
Endgame gets a nod, Mike.
Definitely.
Oh, this is tough. Especially since I've said The Dark Knight's like one of my favorite movies. So, how I hate so many overdone Marvel movies. So I will go. I don't even know if it's Marvel, but Avengers Endgame is my vote.
And yes, it is Marvel.
It's definitely Marvel. Kaya, is it Endgame or Dark Knight?
So I'm very conflicted about this. I agree with how much Marvel movies are being overdone and whatnot, going on too long and whatnot, changing things up, and it doesn't work right. But I think I'm going to go with Dark Knight here, just because I think that Heath Ledger is the one that kind of carried that whole thing. I'm not a big fan of Christian Bale's Batman voice. I can't take it serious. And it's
I can't take it serious.
yeah, it sounds
It's
too
just too
forceful.
friendly, right?
It's too forceful. Like sometimes somebody can have that perfect voice to sound like Batman, but it's just with him, it's just I can't take it serious. It's too forceful. So Dark Knight.
Dark Knight gets a vote off of that one. Eric, is it Dark Knight or Endgame?
Hey, I agree with everything Eric Matt just said, but we'll screw him for that last vote. But but no, be honest with y'all, man. I like you said, Endgame, Marvel does do a lot of movies, and this last phase was like one worth a damn. But I would take Endgame over Dark Knight any day. Like I said, it's too many. Come on, how many damn stories we want to repeat of fucking Batman? We know the same goddamn script. We know it. All right, we got to move on. I mean, his parents is dead. They gone. We got it. So
that's the only thing that's really stayed consistent. Everything else of like his background is like changed in every movie almost.
Yeah, like.
So which means it's a tie-breaking decision coming down to me. I'm gonna go with Endgame on this one as far as being overrated. I agree that Heath Ledger was the person that carried that movie. Heath Ledger is going to be the one that whenever that movie is brought up, the name that automatically gets brought up is Heath Ledger, because that performance was fucking great.
Perfect.
It was perfect.
One of my favorite acting roles ever.
However, Endgame, in Infinity War 2, which is not on here. I think it was between the two of those. Endgame is a Reddit choice, so that was the to take care of the person that was supposed to give their picks but did not give their picks. It was a Reddit choice. Endgame was the movie that was so hyped for so long, and it had to be a 10 walking out the door, and it wasn't. It relied so much on like from what the past is, and to get the full benefit of that movie, you had to watch every single previous movie and a majority of the TV shows and everything else to get what you needed to get. And I don't think it lived up to the hype. Dark Knight, though, I actually enjoyed it for what it was worth. I do love Nolan's directing ability, and the Batman series. I love the Batman series in general because each series is different and it's contained in its own separate universe. Every single one of them. They don't like the Dark Knight series isn't going to affect the new Joker series type thing because it's its own whatever. Canon isn't really canon when it comes to that. So Endgame gets my vote, moves on 3-2 to the next round. Mike starts this one off. Mike, is it Twilight or Die Hard?
Oh, God. That might be the easiest decision I'll make all day. Twilight. God, the acting was just the worst acting I've ever seen in a damn movie.
It was from one person. The only one person was the only bad actor.
Oh, okay.
Majority of them were bad actors.
Shut the fuck up, Fred. I didn't ask you.
They were awful. I mean, what's that chick's name? That was
Kristen Stewart.
That was terrible. And she's actually done good movies.
Zathura.
Name one. Name one.
Zathura.
Adventureland.
She's good in Zathura.
No.
She's really good in Zathura too, actually.
She's not good in Adventureland, though. That's
she didn't
terrible.
play like a dead face in every single movie where she's like,
In Zathura, she got frozen at one point.
Well, that would be about the same. So, but holy crap. I was dating a girl and I had to go see New Moon, and I've seen the first one, and I just New Moon, I sat through it because I was dating the girl, and I was like, holy crap. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure the books are fine. That's usually how it goes.
They're really not.
He's
Well,
like, you're saying
okay, but I just couldn't stand the appeal of it. I really couldn't. So
did you break up with her?
I'm done. What?
Did you break up with her?
yeah, it was like back in 2010.
Well, no. I'm saying like after the movie, because she made you sit through it
No, I stuck it out for another month.
for another month. Huh?
Yeah,
Even
That was
after
just
that.
she was
I
pretty
said
hot.
that was just
so-
the final straw. He had to figure out how to
No, she
get
was pretty hot,
the
so I
juice out
kinda-
of the beer before he left.
I was young.
Twilight gets that nod though. Kaya, is it Twilight or Die Hard?
Odd enough, I've never actually seen Die Hard. I just know the debate whether it's a Christmas
Wow.
movie or not. That's
It
always
is.
what I heard
It's a
about
Christmas
It is.
movie.
It is not a fucking Christmas movie.
Oh my
Yes,
god,
it
I
is.
didn't mean to start something. All
It's a
right.
Harry Potter movie.
Oh damn.
All right.
That's a Christmas movie now and a Halloween movie.
All right.
Not
Anyway,
even
listen, I'm definitely going with Twilight because why? Why? It's no. And like you said, the acting is mostly bad. I didn't even care to watch more than after the first one, especially since I had a stepsister who was like, "Oh my gosh, Twilight," and even had a poster too. Like, no, get out of here.
Twilight gets another
Are you
nod.
team
Eric, is
Did
it
you have to
Twilight or
stare
Die
at that
Hard?
poster?
So what?
Did you have to
What?
stare at that poster?
No.
Oh damn. All right.
Like, she just like posted it on his ceiling above his bed or something, so he had to look at it.
Oh God!
Hold on. What you team Jacob? Anyway.
Yeah, we team Jacob or team Edward. Oh my gosh!
Hey
Oh
yo,
my
but no,
gosh.
honestly, if like I said, I'm picking Twilight. And hold on, and side note to the last pick, Robert Pattinson was a bad Batman. I didn't like him as a Batman either.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
I think
wow.
Robert Pattinson's my second favorite Batman.
I actually thought he did a good
okay.
job. He's
Okay.
better. He's better than Ben Affleck, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck was awful.
eh,
Can't
okay,
take
but
his-
My
anyway,
favorite was Mayor West.
Mayor.
Yeah.
There was.
Okay. First of all, as far as Batman goes, I have to disqualify Adam West because I haven't seen enough of Adam West to actually
I
to
thought
put
he
him
was
in
just
the
in a
running
TV
period. So
series.
he's not in this. So there's
hey,
Ben Affleck, which is fucking terrible.
Oh God, yeah.
Christian.
Batman 89, which is
George
Keaton.
Clooney. Oh no,
Keaton is my favorite Batman.
Keaton was a good Batman.
he is one of the best Batmans.
He is
Yeah.
the best Batman. Like that. That's just what he. As far as being Batman and Bruce Wayne, he is the better of having that entire combination.
I agree.
Between Ben Affleck and what's his nuts, the other 90s
George Clooney.
George
Oh,
Clooney.
Yeah.
George Clooney did a
Clooney
horrible
was a
job too,
great
but he wasn't as bad as the other ones are. I think Pattinson has done it as far as storyline goes an actual better job as far as what he's done. He's more of a Nightwing than Batman for me.
Right.
Just as far as the attitude that he brings to it, but as
Man.
far as being a badass vigilante, you can see Robert Pattinson getting coked out of his fucking mind and just killing people.
But Freddie, when I watched that movie, I just seen Jacob in a fucking bat suit. That's all I seen. Like
Yeah.
this is like the sequel to the damn movie. So I'm like, yo, this ain't it for me. I can't do it. They just get
I'm
the story
assuming
kept
by
going.
that you mean Edward and not Jacob, because Jacob was.
But-
Oh
Taylor
yeah.
Lautner.
And now you see why that's my fucking pick. 'Cause
They all
we don't
blend
remember
together,
none of
they
this shit.
suck.
I'm gonna go for Twilight on this one as well. It's probably gonna be a sweep. No, it might not be a sweep. I don't know because Q's kind of a wild card, but Twilight. Twilight's not a bad movie. It's not. If you turn the sound off.
It still
And the
looks like
TV on too.
No, if you turn the sound off, because the way the movie is shot is an actual beautiful movie. If you cut out the scenes where everybody's actually acting and just take the panoramic views of it, it's kind of a documentary, and you add that music into it too. It has one of the better soundtracks when it comes to it as well, but the acting ability just kills it for me. So Twilight gets my vote. Q, Twilight, Die Hard.
I'm voting for Die Hard.
You son of a bitch.
I knew it was going to.
He's turning heel.
Just so it's not asleep.
No, I'm gonna wait till one of my movies comes up, and then I'll come back.
That's
Hey,
not
this-
This is the same guy
One
who
of those are
voted
my
against
movie.
Hook. You
No.
voted against Hook. You're an a-hole for that.
I liked Hook.
He's got a good memory.
I'll
Twilight
always
moves on
remember
4-1. Kaya starts us off. Kaya, is it The Notebook
Oh yeah.
or Napoleon Dynamite?
Oh.
So I've seen and heard, I've never really seen this movie, but I've heard about it, and I even think I've watched a trailer a long time ago of The Notebook. But Napoleon, what was it? Dynamite? Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that because I think when it comes to cosplaying, why choose that one? And it's always the vote for Pedro, what is it, shirt or whatever. That's like a big old like trend shirt or whatever for like a cosplay in like high school and whatnot. No, I think there's better things to cosplay than that.
Him and Jake from State Farm is probably the two easiest costumes to do. Napoleon Dynamite gets that vote. Eric, is it Napoleon Dynamite or The Notebook?
Man, what's one of my wife's favorite movies she like? So now if I had to pick though, Napoleon, man, Napoleon Dynamite.
Gets a vote. Gets a third vote. I'm gonna go for Napoleon Dynamite as well. I didn't like the movie. I don't know about between being overrated between either one of these two because I don't really know how The Notebook or Napoleon Dynamite would be rated for me. I mean, for other people. However, I did like The Notebook, and the woman who played the older version of the main character died this year. And then, so rest in peace to her. So Napoleon Dynamite gets my vote. Q, Napoleon Dynamite, Notebook.
I hated Napoleon Dynamite. Like, I'm all for stupid humor, but that was not stupid humor. That was just stupid. Like, there are very few parts that I thought were funny. And by funny, I mean I cracked a smile. Napoleon Dynamite gets my vote.
Mike, finish this out. Is it Napoleon Dynamite or Notebook?
Okay, Notebook's ending was the corny that just, yeah, all the women will love it. I get that. Napoleon Dynamite, I like because it's almost like a making fun of like some of the indie films where they're just like really slow, nothing's really happening much, and it's just the.
And that's
like,
why it's so bad.
I know, but like it's like they did it on purpose. It was because like Josh Hader? I think it was the main character. He did like Blades of Glory. He obviously didn't just do that role, and he just the whole. I think like your mom goes to college, like the uncle or the brother. Like there's certain lines in it. They're just quotable. And I liked it. At first, I thought it was just really dumb, but there's certain movies where I was like, oh, okay, like I can just kind of get the. I mean, they're not either, but either way, they're not both great movies. I will not do a sweep for this, so I will vote for The Notebook.
Napoleon Dynamite moves on 4-1 to the next round. Eric starts this one off. Eric,
Was that your pick?
What? Notebook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it because he's like, when one of my movies comes up, I'm gonna get it back.
Now I've already had some up that were mine. I just haven't talked about it. So no, I'm keeping some of those private.
he's had what 1-2 movies come up so far. So
I think about 3.
you've had 1, 2, 3 so far. Eric starts this one off. Is it the second Harry Potter movie? So I believe Chamber of Secrets or Joker.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna say this right here because the way I laugh here, that's my pick. But hey, yo, hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, I couldn't get into it. Anything outside the first movie, I'm like, man, I'm good. I'm all right. So yeah, so for me, overrated, yeah, Harry. I'm sorry, man. Take your ass on.
Harry Potter gets a vote. I'm gonna go for Joker on this one. I liked bits and pieces of this movie, but I think it was very poorly thought out. And the way the hype behind this movie, as far as being how it was shot and the people that were in it and everything else going on, I will not go watch the second one. I just won't. Even though it's a musical, I'm still not just gonna go watch it. Just I would much rather take a nap. I'm gonna waste my time taking a nap for 2 hours and go watch this damn movie. But
Bro, a 2-hour nap sounds great.
I know, right?
I already took one.
However, I am a Harry Potter fan. I am a Hufflepuff. My wife somehow is a Ravenclaw. I don't understand that, but happens. Which I don't understand because I thought Ravenclaws had to be smart, and she married me, so I don't get that. But with that, Joker gets my vote. Q, is it Harry Potter 2 or Joker?
I wonder.
I don't think Harry Potter 2 was overrated. Now, if it was like number 6, yeah, I'd probably pick number 6. I think number 6 was the most overrated fucking one. It was the worst one. I hated it with a passion. It's grown on me over the years, but not enough to say it's still not it was like the hype was not worth the show. Like at the end, in the theater, at the end, everyone just kind of sat there. They didn't know what to do. Like there was no clapping. There was just like
That's because it's Harry Potter.
fuck you.
Hey,
All right, what was
Like, well, that wasn't worth the wait.
the whole
gets a vote.
series, I think the whole series altogether is overrated. Like even the little side parts, like it's so much shit going on. Like, all right, now we get it. I can watch Wizard of Waverly Place for free, so I can do this.
Bro, I love Wizards of Waverly Place. Don't you be dissing that shit.
Mike, Harry Potter 2 or Joker?
Okay, how many Harry Potters were there submitted?
2.
2? I thought I submitted the first one, not number 2.
No,
The first one's the best one.
First one is the best one. That's the
you said a Harry Potter movie. You did not specify.
Okay, well, I thought it was the first one, just to troll Q.
Yeah.
So, no, but here's the thing, though. I will vote the Joker's way overrated of Harry Potter because, honestly, I just need to watch the movies. I will say that there was nothing wrong with the first one. I just wanted to piss Q off a little. And nobody should be trying to redo Heath Ledger's role, at least if they can do halfway close. So I will go with Joker.
Gets a vote and the win off of that. Kaya finishes out. Is it Joker, the second Harry Potter movie?
So unfortunately, even though I kept talking myself against it and I seen all the bad reviews about it, I still did go watch the second one. And just because here's the thing, you can't always go off of someone else's opinions, right? Because then you can't. It's one of them things you're not really being yourself. You're kind of just following kind of thing. But I still watched it, and oh my gosh, I had to use the bathroom really bad in the last like 15, 20 minutes. And let's just say I went to use the bathroom and I didn't go back inside the theater. That's that's how that happened. But as far as these two movies, Joker and what was the other one?
The second Harry Potter movie. So Chamber of
Secrets. I even knew that too. That's crazy.
See, I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, but my brother and stepsister are nerds about it. They have like all the collectibles, they play all the games, all that stuff. But I personally like the first 4 or 5 movies. So I'm probably going to actually go with Joker, even though I have defended Joker for many years before this second one came out. But just because how bad that second one was, I'm definitely going with Joker.
Kind of ruined the entire franchise. There's
I have
only
a set for Harry Potter, like a chess set.
There's
Yeah.
only one Harry Potter movie that I don't like, and we'll be getting to it later. So I start this one off. We either have Ant-Man or Spider-Man.
Damn it, they both.
With Spider-Man.
First one, Toby.
Oh my God, that's the best one by far.
Come on, man.
This is another one that this particular person and I had a conversation with on which one to choose. So, and I don't know why this person chose this one, but it happens.
I'll let you know.
Okay, I wasn't gonna reveal who picked
I
it.
was
So
going to anyway. That one was
Okay.
another. Yeah.
so a Spider-Man one was Mike's pick.
What?
Yeah,
Haven't watched one since.
Michael.
I enjoyed. I honestly, mainly because I'm a fan of Paul Rudd. I'm a fan of the movie Ant-Man. I am. I didn't like what is it, Quantum Mania or whatever the hell it
Ant-Man and
was,
the Wasp, the second,
or
and the third
Ant-Man
one.
and the Wasp. I didn't like anything
Yeah.
beyond that, but the first one I actually did enjoy. So
I did.
try not to judge future movies or post movies for the original movie, which is on the board. I like the first Spider-Man movie, but I like the Ant-Man movie as well. However, I'm going to have to go on nostalgia on this one, and I'm going to have to tell you that the first Spider-Man movie was the first DVD that I ever bought with my own money. So
Wait, did you steal the other money for the rest of them?
No, it was bought for me or other things. Sorry, that I bought new. Like all the other DVDs
yes,
I bought,
yes,
like
so feeling is it
garage sales and stuff like that. Like this is an actual, like I waited to buy this movie type thing.
You robbed
So-
old people. Don't lie.
As far as the two, I'm gonna have to vote for Ant-Man on this one because it's kind of the split vote for me. Q, Ant-Man, Spider-Man.
Ant-Man. Like I said, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man was like the three by like were the best ones.
Mhm.
I disagree with that one, but okay.
I do too.
I don't care. Disagree. We can agree to disagree. How about that?
I think-
okay, we can go with that.
I think as a whole, if you combine all three movies in each trilogy, Tobey Maguire comes in second.
Okay. So you're
Tom Holland is first.
Okay.
I don't know.
So
Andrew Garfield definitely is the worst.
yeah, it's definitely the worst. So the Ant-Man gets a nod. Mike, is it Ant-Man or Spider-Man?
Okay. So my reasoning was I can't stand Tobey Maguire's acting. I like it, I don't feel anything from it. It doesn't feel like him, and his sister sucked at acting too, and she was in the first Batman with Christopher Nolan.
Bro, if I could open my eyes wider, I would.
Yeah, I know, but you can't probably for another hour and a half or two. So I could not stand his acting. I honestly just you need like decent acting to get into a movie, and I just think I'm not a big Tobey Maguire fan, and that's fine if people are like that's cool. So I did submit Spider-Man. I got some tips of maybe putting like one of the Amazing Spider-Mans, I think, in there, one of the later ones. I just hadn't seen it, so I definitely could not lie and just say, oh, it was terrible because I hadn't seen it. So
I do that all the time. It's part of being a bastard, bro.
Mm-hmm.
you know what? There's certain movies that I will watch Harry Potter, I promise. And I never seen Lord of the Rings, and that is one movie that I know is way up there that there's no reason why I just haven't watched it. Like it's just laziness. So, but anyway, back to Spider-Man. It's just, I mean, I can try again. It's certain things like Rick and Morty took me like 3 times to really get into it.
I still can't stand Rick and Morty.
I
I can when I'm like this.
Yeah.
Dick snorting.
Yeah, well, that was like Workaholics for me. I was like, if I was like you, that was when it was like really good because I feel like it was like meant for me then. But I will stick with Spider-Man. I don't think it's going to win, and I actually kind of hope it doesn't because it is. I don't believe it's the most overrated. It's one of the ones I could just come up with. If I could actually make a couple now that I'm thinking of, Drive with what was it, Ryan Reynolds or
Are you talking about
It's not
Drive
Ryan
Angry?
Reynolds.
Are you talking about Drive Angry? I have the Blu-ray of
No,
that. Is that Nicolas Cage?
No, that's
No,
Nick Cage. No,
movie
Drive
Drive.
is the same guy that was in Fall Guy.
I walked out of
Ryan
two movies.
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Thank you.
Okay.
I walked out of 2 movies in my life. One was Drive because he didn't speak for the first like 20 minutes and it was really boring. But then now I want to go back and watch it because it may have gotten better and I ruined it by walking out. The other one was Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr. was boring and it was on Christmas and I fell asleep in the movie theater along with my buddy Coulter. So
Oh, that's cute.
Wait, like Coulter?
dude, Coulter was passed out in that movie, and then I fell asleep too. And we woke up and we're like, "Dude, okay, let's go." And we might have been just tired from all the holiday celebrations, but
That's great though.
sorry about
Coulter has been mentioned on this show multiple times. I've never met Coulter, and we really need to get him on the show, like at least once.
He's a special soul. He's got like major ADHD, but he is hilarious. Quentin knows him very well. We've all hung out many times. So, but yeah, I will stick with Spider-Man. I know it's not going to win, but I got to stand by what I said. So,
Okay.
Spider-Man gets a nod. Kaya, Spider-Man, Ant-Man.
I'm actually gonna go with Spider-Man 2. Even though I really do like, I don't think Tobey Maguire's skill is as bad as the man up there is trying to say, but yeah, I definitely do think Ant-Man 1 is definitely underappreciated. Do I think the sequel and the trilogy is good as a whole? No, not really.
No.
I think as soon as I watched that second one, I was already kind of bored out of my mind through like a quarter of the first not first one of the second one. So I'm definitely going with Spider-Man here, even though it got 3 minutes of playtime.
3 minutes.
Which
You
means
ain't
it's a tie-breaking
going
decision coming
nowhere.
down to Eric. Eric, is it Ant-Man or Spider-Man?
Oh yeah, the overrated Ant-Man all day. And I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree and disagree with a few people. I agree that Tobey Maguire is not the best actor, but Paul Rudd ain't either. So we're in the same category with it. But also, and like I said, I agree too with you, Freddie, that Tom Holland is the better actor of the Spider-Man series. He's the better actor. But the story is Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man is the better story out of all of them. So, like I said, I like the original Spider-Man. But yeah, but my pick is going to be Ant-Man.
Ant-Man moves on 3-2. It is. We're getting a lot of split votes on this one. We haven't had a sweep this entire thing so far. Q starts us off. Is it the first Lord of the Rings movie or Godfather?
oh damn.
Father.
Godfather gets a nod. Mike.
I'm a fan of Lord of the Rings. I do like them, and the first one is one of my favorites. I don't know why, it just is.
This one's like stupid tough because I've seen The Godfather, but a long time ago, and I also don't want to vote against Lord of the Rings because I know they're good movies by the people talk about it, and I've seen parts of movies, and it's like I really want to watch them. So I am blowing my load all over Quentin.
Mike has decided to
Get it
defer
off
his
his
vote on
face.
this one. Kaya, is it Godfather or Lord of the Rings?
So I've never seen either one of these. Also, I'm
Damn.
sorry, I may be too young here. I actually am the youngest. But I don't know. I've
I'm
never
12.
seen Lord of the Rings, but I know a lot of people have told me to watch them, including my own mom. She said that I need to watch them. I have watched the follow afterwards the Hobbit movies. I have watched some of those, right? Those are connected somehow.
Yeah, that's like those are like prequels.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I have watched
That's everything
those.
that was like what happened the first time, and then it comes back. Yeah.
So I definitely need to watch them. Godfather has been kind of interpolated in a lot of movies, and even I'm a big wrestling fan, and even there's weird mobster like gimmicks and whatnot in wrestling.
Tony D.
Yep, Tony D, the Don, even though he's not even from anywhere where Italian heritage is really there, like Chicago. He's from Chicago, out of all places. But okay,
There's a lot of Italians in Chicago. I don't know what you guys are
There
talking
is?
about. Yeah,
there is. I see a lot of people giving
There's a
Tony
lot,
D
yeah.
hate because
Yeah,
Like,
it's
they
a
have
big
this-
mob scene. It's a big mob scene in Chicago.
yeah, dude. Chicago has some of the best pizza too. Like, if you want to
Oh,
worry about like there's no
Giordano's-
Italians in Chicago,
dude.
saying there's no Italians in Chicago is like saying that there's no friggin' Irish in Boston.
I've only
Best-
been there once, so don't
best
take me for
pizza
my
ever.
word. Don't take me
Best
for my word.
pizza
I'm sorry.
ever.
I'm sorry for what I say. No, but I think if we're gonna go here, I've heard more hate towards Godfather. I'm not usually a follower, but I'm guessing I'm gonna go for the Godfather. Here.
Godfather gets a nod. Eric, Godfather, Lord of the Rings.
Oh man, maybe because when Lord of the Rings came out, I was like 12 years old, and my attention span can't sit for 20 hours to watch a movie. So
It only feels like 20 hours because it's a little slow in parts.
and I'm like, oh my god, this shit is still going. I took a nap, but I'm still here. But yeah, I'm going to go with Lord of the Rings, man. I can't get into it. Oh my god, a whole trilogy. If I had to watch a whole trilogy, there'll be like a whole 3-year movie. I can't watch this.
If I remember right, if you add the director's cut, which is like the extended cut
Oh god.
of Lord of the Rings of the 3 movies all together, and compare it to all 8 Harry Potter movies, Harry Potter is like just shy of 24 hours, and Lord of the Rings is like just shy of 23 hours.
Holy crap.
And that's 3 movies in comparison to 8 movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that. Lord of the Rings gets his vote. I put Godfather in here.
Oh wow.
I did. I put Godfather in here. I'm not going to reveal who put Lord of the Rings in here, but I can say Lord of the Rings is one of the few franchises where the movies get better as you go along. The 3rd Lord of the Rings movie is the best Lord of the Rings movie.
I've heard the second one is.
Not at least as far as I go.
It
It's
depends.
close. It's
I do
close.
like the second one and the third one. I mean, like that's where like more of the action is, more of the killings and blah blah blah. But I don't know. I like the original like beginning storyline. I don't know. That's just why I like the first one.
However, Godfather gets a lot of praise. It's in the top 10 list of pretty much every major reporter out there of like the best movies of all time. Godfather 1 is somewhere in the top 10. Lord of the Rings. I say Lord of the Rings ranks pretty high as well, but it's only in like the top 10 of some of them, not like all of them. So I'm gonna go for Godfather on this one. Because I don't let's assume that both of these movies are evenly ranked in my eyes. Godfather gets higher praise from other people, which I really don't think it should get. Does, however, get my vote. So Godfather moves on after that one. Mike, blue is load. Is it Lord of the Rings or Godfather?
Dude, I told you I'd blow it early. If I had the deciding vote, it would have ended up being Godfather, just because of knowing that Lord of the Rings stayed stable through its trilogy, and Godfather like went 1, 2, and then, and that is based on critics and all that stuff, which I know I should not go off of, but it apparently was awful. I'm glad Freddie chose it and made a deciding vote, because I was really torn between that. So I'm I will say Godfather.
I do say my favorite Godfather movie is the movie Mafia. If you ever get a chance to watch that one,
Never seen it.
I think it's Leslie Nielsen. It's not Leslie Nielsen, but the guy who plays the Godfather reminds me so much of him. It's amazing.
Okay.
But it's that type of movie. It's a spoof.
Was he an airplane?
Godfather.
Leslie Nielsen, or was that somebody else?
It
Yeah,
was.
he was airplane.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Godfather moves on 4-1. Last up in the first half of round one. Mike starts us off.
Yay.
Is it Titanic or Avatar?
Okay. I'm gonna be a chick for a second.
For a second.
Well, hey, you can shoot perfect like one.
Damn.
Dude, I was way better than you at basketball, and you know it.
I mean,
did
you
say-
were the first one to blow
I
your
never
load. So.
once said you were better. I never once said I was better. I'm just
Dude, I
saying,
heard
no. You
What do you
you
think
had perfect form as a female basketball player.
No. What did you call me? What did you call me when we played basketball?
I don't remember.
Kobe. Because I always did fadeaways. That's why I love Kobe Bryant. And the Lakers. Not now as much, but anyway, Titanic. I love the true story. I know it's not obviously the true story in the movie of all the romantic stuff, but like the whole lore around it with I've watched a lot of documentaries on it. I was kind of halfway obsessed with it for a while. I do like the movie. Even though you know what's going to happen, spoiler alert, it sinks.
What?
But, that's over 100 years ago, so I think you should have figured it out by now. Avatar just made a shit ton of money and still isn't ever talked about at all. I mean, it was like, it's good with like CGI, or it's good with its graphics and stuff like that. But I will say Avatar will be the more overrated one. I thought I liked Titanic, and so sue me.
Avatar gets a nod. Kaya.
I'm gonna go with Titanic. Personally, I've never really watched Titanic as much as other people probably have, but in my opinion, it doesn't seem as interesting as other Leonardo DiCaprio movies I've watched. Believe it or not, I actually like The Revenant quite a bit. If you guys have watched that before,
Yeah.
Look at Freddie over here saying, "Nah."
No, there's other Leonardo DiCaprio movies that I prefer over that. The Beach,
Shutter
for
Island.
one.
What about Great Gatsby?
Shutter Island.
Great Gatsby wasn't bad. I personally like the idea that Great Gatsby is a continuation of Titanic.
The Titanic was like his best role.
It was.
I know that's what people say, but I don't know.
The Wolf of Wall Street was pretty good. Now.
That was
Okay,
good.
Yeah.
now that one. Okay.
I liked Shutter Island. I liked his I don't know, but he's not.
You know what?
Like the movie
No,
Lost, too.
my favorite role of Leonardo DiCaprio is in Django.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh my
That
God.
guy, if you want to talk about understanding an assignment,
He went overboard on that one, boy.
he did.
He went overboard. Boy.
I mean, he did ask permission before he said certain words, but
Jack went overboard too, and he was in the water,
Ah,
and then he died.
He didn't really go overboard. He went down with the ship.
Yeah, well, either way, it's you're
I mean,
picking
he-
between.
yeah. She could have moved the fuck over though.
Yeah,
she
It
really
would have been romantic that way.
that shit's
Yeah.
been proven. Titanic gets Kaya though. Eric, is it Avatar or Titanic?
And like I said in the last bracket, man, like my attention span to watching 20-hour movies is something. But I had to say this right here: the second half of Titanic is the best movie you could ever watch. And like I said,
Because
if
it's the
anybody ever
ending?
get a chance to watch, now, damn the love story, it's the death scenes. That's the part that you're gonna want to
The
watch.
guy that jumped off and hit the propeller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the second half is the best.
It's-
Even to this
we
day,
ha-
it's
we
still
had to
one of
change
the
the
best
VHS.
film. Yeah, you got to change it out to the second tape. But but Avatar to me is decent. I'm not gonna say it's bad. But for me to sit there and just watch, I watch the Titanic.
So what's your pick on this one?
No, my pick is Avatar.
Avatar. Okay, Avatar gets a nod off of that one. I like the movie Titanic. I'm going to agree with Eric on this one. The second half of Titanic is actually absolutely fantastic. I like it's a tale of two movies type thing. The first half is a solid movie to even start with, and then the second half is a solid movie just to go with as well. I don't think Titanic is actually overrated. I think a lot of people don't like it for whatever reasons, but as far as what it is, I think it's rated where it actually should be.
Bro,
Avatar,
the ship is still
however,
claiming lives. What do you mean?
yeah. And as far as the death scene where whoever, it's never described as a guy or a girl, jumped over and hit the propeller.
It's a guy.
It's a dude.
That was
Yeah.
very, very extra. They didn't have to do that.
But that was fucking awesome.
It's still one of the most remembered things. It's just like I was watching a Final Destination movie the other day where the bridge collapses, and this guy falls off the bridge and lands on the concrete pillar thing below the stand that they had the concrete the posts on, and it goes, and you can just see him go splat all over the entire thing. They didn't need to do that, but it was fucking funny. Avatar, however, like, I remember there being so much praise for this movie. They even re-released it just so they can take the top spot back from I think it was like Avengers or something like that. They can take the top spot back. And it's not that good. I still haven't seen the second one. I'm not planning on going to see the second one. The first one didn't impress me much. I'm going to go with Avatar on this one, which gets the vote and the win. Q, is it Avatar or Titanic?
I'm going to have to agree with it being Avatar being the more overrated. I am also a Titanic fan. I don't know. I like the movies. I'm like Mike. I did a lot of research, watched a lot of fucking documentaries on it and shit. It was
I still do.
Yeah, me too.
It's very interesting. It's a real story made up into a fictional, but it's still real.
Can you imagine when the lights went out, how dark it would have been out there in the middle of the fucking ocean?
Gosh,
it's still real to me. Damn it.
It's gonna always be real because every fucking year a damn group of millionaires say we're gonna go visit it, bitch, and die.
Do you? Speaking of that, do you listen to that podcast, Kaya?
Which
where
one?
the beginning of the podcast, they go, "It's still real to me, damn it!" On that one,
I don't know if I watched the what the fuck? It's like the Undertaker is fucking invading me right now because my fucking
it's not the Undertaker. It's from that era though. But the
no,
podcast
I'm talking
that
about my ring light flickering constantly as somebody's about to appear.
But that podcast that I'm mentioning for everybody out there wondering, it's called Still Real to Us podcast. It's a wrestling podcast. It's two guys just talking about wrestling stuff, and it's actually quite entertaining.
Is it Tony and the father or whatever? It's the father and then the son or whatever, and then they occasionally have other people.
No,
is that what you're talking about? We might be.
It's just them. I'm gonna have to just see if I can send you a link, but anyway, Avatar moves on 4-1 to the next round. Be right back right after this break.
Why does this ring light keep fucking doing that shit to me?
All right. We have a thank you to review, guys. You can find this. All right. Before I became a podcaster, I never thought all these requests for 5-star reviews actually mattered. Well, I was wrong. But being the bastards we are, we're not going to ask you to spend those 3 valuable seconds with nothing in return. Because to be perfectly honest, that's just kind of rude. But we'll trade you for it. If you send us a screenshot of your 5-star review on either YouTube or whatever your favorite podcatcher happens to be, along with a matchup you want us to vote on, We'll not only shout you out on the show as a thank you, but we'll do your matchup live on air. It will be our thank you to review. Today's thank you to review comes from CJ. Says, hey, you bastards, I was listening to this Sidekicks episode this week at school, and I wanted to give my personal farewell and best wishes to Jess. She always seemed... Is Jess around, by the way?
Unfortunately, she is not. She's outdoor dashing. That is unfortunate.
Damn it. All right, she's going to have to listen to this. I was listening to the Sidekicks episode this week at school, and I wanted to give my personal and farewell and best wishes to Jess. She always seems so comfortable in her own skin and a low-key inspiration. So thank her for me. I don't have Spotify, but I added a sub to the YouTube front. My question, if I can, is this. With Halloween coming up, people such as myself in the UK not celebrating Thanksgiving for obvious reasons, which sucks. I'm a food lover, and I'd rather enjoy it. What event/holiday outside the U.S. would you like to have as an American tradition? Fan first, CJ Keen. Friends call me Peachy, so I am the Peachy Keen bastard. Q, I'm not. I have a tendency to start with Q. I'm not going to start with Q today. Mike,
Good, because I have no idea.
Mike, is there any event or holiday outside the U.S. that you would like to bring to the States?
Okay, so some people celebrate United States, but I think we should have a full-on Cinco de Mayo. I want tacos. I want barbacoa. I want it's just a whole taco day. It's a whole, like Mexican day of just eating Mexican food, and it would be great.
Drinking margaritas.
I'm not a big fan of margaritas, but sure, just oh man, heaping pounds of guacamole. I'm already getting hungry for Thanksgiving, but honestly,
Okay, you lost me when you said guacamole. But...
Yeah, so you lost me to the guacamole. Definitely, bro.
Do you like
I think the
cilantro?
guac.
Hell no, I don't like cilantro. Nope.
Okay, then that's just wrong. So anyway, I want some burrito tacos, and I think it would be awesome. And that's the one thing I could think of, or just some other countries, like Japanese New Year, Chinese New Year, something that would give us another day off. But
Something just to give us.
I'm going Cinco de Mayo.
Mr. Eric, do you have an event or holiday outside the U.S. that you would like to bring in as an American tradition?
Shit, Mike hit the nail on the head. Yeah, Cinco de
He
Mayo.
really did. Yeah, I think all three of us over here are saying.
Yeah, hell yeah. Tacos and tacos and tequila. That is my favorite. What are you talking about?
No, I like the tequila. I don't like the margaritas, but I'll make the tequila something.
Put lime on every damn thing. Yes, I would do it. Yes.
Squeeze it all over. Yeah.
I'm good with the Corona.
Hey, Corona's good. All right.
Oh yeah. It's Cinco de Mayo saying like, hey, fuck a damn one day. Make it Cinco de Nueve every year. Like I want to do it all. Yeah. I like taco food. Hell, Taco Bell should give me a discount. I want them. Yeah,
Taco Bell.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. My birthday is in August. Augusto de Cinco. Yes, I want that too.
Yeah, there's nothing in August. You might as well give him something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Kaya?
Well, being a fellow Hispanic, even though I'm the whitest Hispanic you'll ever see, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Cinco de Mayo too. Viva la raza, Latino, right here. I do love some tacos. I love some burritos. I'm not a big fan of tamales and chimichangas, but or the guacamole thing. I'm not a fan of avocados.
Tamales are the best.
I don't know.
I don't like tamales either.
A homemade gordita though. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay.
Send me to heaven because I love me a homemade gordita, especially if it is made perfect. Now
I like Taco Bell's gordita.
Okay, that's cheating.
That's
not
not
real.
That's not. First of all, Taco Bell is not Mexican food. Taco Bell is Tex-Mex.
I was
All
about
right.
to say it's more Tex-Mex.
This is more Tex-Mex.
Freddie, I don't know about you, man. That Mexican lady that took my order last night, she's Mexican, so I know damn well it's all in the same boat.
I'm not a fan of tequila, so instead of tequila and tacos, can I just have tits and tacos?
Hey,
Whatever you want.
Hey.
As long as it's a Spanish chick, yeah.
that's a different
I mean-
today than I was expecting.
Yeah.
What's that milk rice beverage?
Horchata.
Horchata. You
Ew,
can-
that's so gross. The cinnamon and
Dude,
whatnot.
really? It's like cinnamon toast crunch milk. You can
Ugh.
It's like Cinnamon Crunch.
I love cinnamon toast crunch.
Freddie,
but
you
no.
can have horchata in tacos. Horchata.
It does not taste like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, though.
It doesn't.
It's got-
It
All right.
does not, bro.
Although
I
I
don't like
agree
steak.
with
I
the
don't
entire Cinco de Mayo, I'm gonna stick with south of the border because I agree with you guys on that one. However, I'm gonna go with, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation of this one, but De la Muertos,
Day of went to,
Day of the Dead,
Day of the
Yeah,
Dead, yeah.
Day of the Dead. Okay, so I was
which
right.
I remember right is like November 1st. It was the day after Halloween.
Yeah.
That's
They
too
do
close.
celebrate it here, but it's nowhere near as much as what Halloween is. It's more of a celebration and a continuation of the people who have passed on. We have Memorial Day and stuff like that, but that's become more of a holiday for people who have served in the armed forces. It's not for people who you remember from your own actual family type thing. So I would love to see a little bit more of that in the picture. But that would be me. Q, finish this out. Do you have a event or holiday? Actually, there is one more I wouldn't mind doing, but Q.
You can make up one. Excuse you.
That's funny that you say that because I was gonna ask if like human sacrifice was still a thing.
Oh dear God.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I mean, it is some around spooky season right now, so
Wait,
a couple big boob hot chicks come and ask you to the forest. Don't go.
Don't go.
euthanasia?
What you want, the purge?
Euthanasia is human sacrifice, basically. You're sacrificing yourself.
No, it gets my religion.
The other one I had, and I think Americans would do this because we do have the rodeo. I just wish we would do something different. Spain has the running of the bulls.
Oh gosh.
No.
No.
Freddie, in my neighborhood, we got a run of the bulldog, so that's cool too.
Anyway, CJ Keen out there, Peachy Keen as they call you. I'm gonna say you because CJ can either go for male or female on this one. Thank you for being part of the Thank You Too crew. We appreciate it. We hope we lived up to your expectations as far as questions goes.
I'll be sure to
Welcome back.
give that farewell.
Welcome back to the second half of round one. It looks like Kaya starts us off. Kaya, these are both Reddit responses.
Okay.
Is it Gone with the Wind or Fight Club?
I feel like I've only seen one of these, and that's Fight Club. I actually like the movie Fight Club. That's the thing. I like the movie The Fight Club, but at the same time, I also am not a big fan of the you call it anticlimactic ending. It's kind of weird. At one point, and then it just cuts to the end credits, and what is it? Where's My Mind by the Pixies just starts playing, and I don't know. It's weird though because I do like that movie, but in a sense, it's not a movie because I just watched it earlier this year. Odd enough, I don't think it's a movie that I would watch repeatedly, kind of thing. I'd watch it maybe one or two more times, but like I don't know if I'd watch it too many more times than just the one time I've watched it. So I guess I will go with the Fight Club, or sorry, Fight Club. 2 words.
As far as being the most overrated, or
I've never watched the other movie that you said, Gone with the Wind or whatever, but yeah, I'm going with Fight Club.
Fight Club gets a nod off of this one. Gone with the Wind is exceedingly long, by the way.
Mhm.
What she said.
Giggity.
Eric, is it Fight Club or Gone with the Wind?
All right.
Shit. Damn. Because I really haven't seen neither one of them all the way through. But I always catch Fight Club in a Walmart. It's $5 bin. But if I gotta pick one, I think Fight Club. I think Gone with the Wind is a classic. So I'll go with Fight Club.
I enjoyed Fight Club.
I think it's good.
I don't.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
good.
I think it's. I think it's a sleeper as far as some of the stars that are in this movie. Edward Norton, one of his first roles. What is it? Helena Bonham Carter.
Brad Pitt is in it too, right?
Brad Pitt's in this movie. It's a sleeper.
You guys
Considering
are all
that,
breaking the first rule, so
yeah. Considering what they have. Plus,
We're
at
talking
the
about
at the end of the movie, if you don't realize what's going on, it's kind of a mind fuck of a movie too, which I always appreciate. Gone with the Wind, getting rid of the fact that Gone with the Wind has not aged well at all.
Oh no.
Like definite 0 out of 10 as far as the recommending on Gone with the Wind as far as today's world without having some kind of disclaimer attached to it. You could cut out about a third of Gone with the Wind and it would actually make the movie better in my eyes. It's worse than Lord of the Rings as far as length. Same thing with Godfather. I don't know what these directors were smoking back then where they needed to have movies that were beyond 3 hours, but that's what happens.
Heroin.
Gone with the Wind gets my vote.
gotta
Q.
be.
Is it Gone with the Wind or Fight Club?
Oh,
that's his
who
own
was in
face.
Gone with the Wind? Anybody give me an actor, an actress?
A lot of dead people.
Rhett Butler.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget
Yeah, no
makes
Bob
an
Saget.
appearance next October for Bobbing for Bastards. That bracket is done.
Oh, Bob Saget.
That's funny.
Clark Gable was in.
There you go.
Yeah.
Rhett is the guy that he
Rhett,
played.
yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
1939. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
it was
Yeah,
the
they
same
did.
year that Wizard of Oz came out.
I was just about to say Wizard of Oz time.
Yeah, Hattie McDaniels was the first black woman to win the Oscar. Yes, for Gone with the Wind.
I'm gonna say Gone with the Wind was overrated.
Oh,
Which means this is a tie-breaking decision coming down to Mike. Mike, do you want to know who's facing in the next round?
Hell no, we don't.
Nope.
Nope. There you go.
Do you feel lucky? I'm
You're
doing Two-Face right now. Heads, Gone with the Wind. Tails, Fight Club. Fight Club is
It's-
overrated.
More of a There Will Be Blood, but all right.
That's true.
3-2 faces another 3-2 in the next round. Eric starts us off. Eric, is it the Barbie movie?
Fuck.
Do you
Or-
even got to say the second one?
Is it the Barbie movie or the first Star Wars movie? So Episode 4.
God damn it.
Oh,
That was definitely put by Freddie.
fuck.
Star Wars was not put by me, by the way.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Oh man, that's a rock and a hard place right there. All right, hey, Mike, flip that coin for me again. Heads gonna be Barbie,
Really?
and tails gonna be Star. Yeah, flip it for me. Heads is Barbie, and tails is on Star Wars.
Well, heads.
All right, Barbie, it is.
Barbie being overrated gets a vote.
Mm,
I'm going
I
to go
like-
for Star Wars on here. I can't stand Star Wars movies. I've seen every single one of them.
I know
I can-
that.
I can see how people enjoy Star Wars. I can see what they see in it, but it's just not my thing. I do like the Barbie movie. I've seen it. I'm a mental health advocate, especially a men's mental health advocate, and the Barbie movie has a lot to do with Ken's mental health. And there's a statement during the movie saying that he is he is Knuff, which is Ken and enough at the same time. And it's really funny that a movie that is based around Barbie has a lot more to do with Ken than Barbie, even though Barbie is going through a mental breakdown in the entire movie too. So I appreciate Barbie from a mental health movie aspect as well. And honestly, I think Barbie is actually an underrated movie from what I've seen. So Star Wars being some of the Star Wars fans out there are just they're worse than they're worse than Cowboys fans.
Dude, yes, that's what I was gonna say too. Yeah.
Hey, Freddie, but Freddie, you gotta think about this story too now. Even though I think Star Wars should be lost in space, you got to think about that. But you got to think about Star Wars is also a really good, touching story about a father and son trying to recollect. Like
not anymore, son.
Well, the original,
original.
About a father and son and a sister,
cousin.
Well, everybody slept together.
Or was it? Yeah, what sister? Yeah.
Star Wars gets my vote. Q, is it Barbie movie or Star Wars Episode 4?
All right, Mike, get that coin back out.
Damn it.
Dude, what? You can't do everything with a coin.
Like both these movies suck.
All right, what do you want? Heads or tails?
All right, heads is gonna be Star Wars. Tails is gonna be Barbie.
All right, Barbie. Hold on, I dropped it.
Foul play.
I'm not doing the arm flip. I'm just catching it. And God dang it, it's heads.
Star Wars it is.
God dang it. I should have flipped it.
I was really hoping it was gonna land on Tails just so I could be like Star Wars anyways.
Mike.
Son of a bitch.
Mike, is it Barbie or Star Wars?
That's Barbie. God dang. Star Wars was a... Wait, and which episode is this?
4, so the first movie.
First one, the very first one they made. A New Hope?
Yep.
A New Hope?
Or no.
Yeah.
No Hope.
No, because New Hope was episode 6, wasn't it?
No hope for voting in between these.
No, A New Hope, and then it was Empire Strikes Back, and then it was somebody Google this thing because I know it's not.
You're a Star Wars fan here. Come on.
Dude, I know it's Empire Strikes Back, and then it's The Return of the Jedi.
Okay, so it's Return of the Jedi and New Hope is the ones that I get flipped. So.
Okay. Hell, it's Barbie. Oh my gosh, are we even discussing this? Holy crap.
Which means it's a tie-breaking
The only way
decision.
Star Wars will ever win is if it's like a negative thing. Like
No.
it won the worst movie of all time.
That is not
win.
true.
They won Star
and it's your
Wars.
fault.
Star
That's
Wars.
not my fault.
You were hosting.
Star Wars won the sex thing.
Yeah, that was. And Spaceballs has won a bracket or two too. So
okay.
Baseball deserves it though.
No,
I need to go back and rewatch those movies just in case.
I do too. I need to go. I haven't watched Spaceballs in so long.
All right, Kaya, you are tie-breaking decision. Barbie, Star Wars. Do you want to know who is facing in the next round?
No, I do not. But the fact that I have to vote against Star Wars. Well, I would vote against Star Wars if we were talking about good movies. But since we're not talking about good movies, we're talking about meh to overrated movies. Because I don't like Star Wars, is what I'm saying. Like, I would vote against Star Wars if we were talking about good movies. So I'm voting for Barbie as an overrated movie. Because why is my hero wearing a wig, even if it's for a short cameo? I don't care.
Thank you, Kyle.
Wearing a wig. Why are you wearing a wig? You might have done it in Ricky Stenicki, which I have not watched that movie, but I'm still upset. How dare you? How dare you, Cena? How dare you?
All right. That's on Netflix. Is it on Netflix or Prime?
It's on Prime. Ricky.
Damn it! Let's say because I'm getting Netflix in January when they when Raw stuff transfers over. But
so you haven't watched the documentary yet either, have you?
No, I've heard good and bad things about the entire Vince McMahon
Trailer Park Boys too when you got it.
Oh my
I've-
god, no, get
I've
out.
seen bits and pieces of it. It's not my type of show.
Dude, it's too good.
Trailer
All
Park
right.
Boys is trash.
So
Okay.
Barbie 3-2 faces another 3-2 in the next round. I start this one off. It's either this is going to be fun. It's either the 7th Harry Potter movie, so the first part of the 2-part movie, or The Princess Bride.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for that. Anybody want a peanut? I don't. Princess Bride, when it came out, it was panned, like royally booed, and then it just became such a cult classic. There's a lot of movies like that too, but like I appreciate The Princess Bride. Princess Bride is one of my top 5 of all time for me. Always has been, always will be. It has action, it has adventure, it's a love story, it has
Wrestlers,
death and despair and murder and
wrestlers.
comedy and wrestlers and
It's a
quotable and everything else. So as far as being overrated, screw you for the person who put this in here.
Yeah, who put that?
And as far as the Harry Potter movie goes, especially this one, the 7th Harry Potter movie is the most boring of the 8.
I agree.
I know why it's boring. It's boring because it sets up the second one. But just like the Avengers movie, the Infinity War and Endgame showed us, I think Infinity War is actually better than Endgame is, even though it's kind of moot point because both movies kind of suck. But the 7th Harry Potter movie is just, for the years and years of hype that it had, the amazing movies that came before it, for this movie to suck this bad, it is a highly overrated movie in my book. Harry Potter 7 gets my vote hands down. And here's Q to vote against it just because.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Princess Bride is inconceivably overrated.
And the fact that you know that reference is just,
that
it bothers me. Mike, Princess Bride or Harry Potter 7?
You know, I'm convinced Q just loves Harry Potter because it's got his favorite thing in the last name. I'm gonna say Harry Potter.
Harry Potter gets a vote. It's Harry Twatter. Kaya, is it Harry Potter 7 or Princess Bride?
Well, I am wearing a shirt which is a mock-up of the Chronic Dr. Dre, but instead of Dr. Dre, it's Andre the Giant.
Okay, first of
I
all,
had that shirt, but my grandma.
where did you get that shirt?
Pro Wrestling Tees.
I'm gonna have to. I don't shop at Pro Wrestling Tees, but I'm gonna have to.
I don't blame you. Sometimes
Make-
deliveries can be almost a whole month.
I had that
Well,
shirt.
I'm more of a fan of like friggin' Temu and stuff like that, so I can't
Oh,
complain.
Timu, oh, come on.
I love Temu. Temu was fucking fantastic.
Dude, I had the Dr. Dre, the Chronic, and it had Dr. Dre on it, and I'm pretty sure my grandma threw it away, and now I think she might be racist.
Oh my
That was
God.
like my favorite. That's my favorite T-shirt ever because I freaking
you
love
bet.
Dr. What the hell's going on? Is that
It's
Jess?
Chance.
Anyways, but on enough, maybe this is a weird comparison, but I think The Princess Bride is what I wish a lot of, with the hype that Romeo and Juliet gets. I think that it's like Romeo and Juliet wishes it could be The Princess Bride. I know that may be a weird comparison because it is kind of a different story, but at the same time, there is like a weird like love, weird climax situation, whatever. And then there's even a weird drink poison thing, except for in Romeo and Juliet, they kind of one poisons themselves or whatever, and then blah blah, all that other weird shit. But anyways, yeah, I'm definitely going with Harry Twatter or Harry Pothead, as I usually say.
Yo, I was thinking about that.
Hey,
What,
hey,
Harry Pothead?
easy with
Hey,
that.
Hey,
All right, Eric, finish this off. Eric,
Uh,
finish this
uh,
off. Is it Harry Potter 7 or Princess Bride?
Oh man, damn! So I told you, after the first couple of Harry Potters, I stopped watching. So I'm just gonna say Harry Potter.
That's gonna kill Q.
Dude, it's all because of Q. We could have had a clean sweep here.
I know, and we're yet to have one. Harry Potter moves on
Ah.
4-1 to the next round. There will be no, as is called, pearl necklaces during this show. Q starts us off. Q, is it The Expendables or the second Friday movie? So next Friday.
Next Friday definitely was not as funny as Friday.
Rebecca Black.
Friday after next would suck too.
That
This
definitely,
day
I will say.
is
Like they should have stopped after just Friday. They should have just.
Yes, it was Thursday.
So since we're not talking about the original Friday and we're talking about the second one, yeah, I feel like that one was hyped to be real funny, and it really wasn't. So I'm going with next Friday.
Next Friday gets a nod. By the way, Friday, the original Friday, and the movie Romeo and Juliet just came up recently as well. Both of those movies will be coming up on the recasting call next spring. So make sure to check those out. Mike, is it The Expendables or next Friday?
I'm not I'm not gonna be mad about either one moving on because I think they were both terrible. Whoever came up with The Expendables, that they were just a very smart person, because I watched that one and the second one, and it's like it's got A-list actors from like the 80s and 90s, and they were just awful. So whoever wrote the scripts for them, it was terrible. So whoever came up with that one to put it to the list was just a genius. So
Thank you.
there you go. So I will I will say The Expendables, because that was just a corny, over the top. It was terrible.
Did you just congratulate or thank the person that put this on the list?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Want to make sure. Kaya, is it The Expendables or next Friday?
Gosh, this is a really tough one, kind of, because we're talking about the first Expendables, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I probably will go with Expendables, just because, yes, you have great list of actors, and you even have Steve Austin, who's only in the first one. But here's the bad thing about the first one: he barely did anything. He was just the background. He didn't talk hardly at all. He didn't do any action hardly at all until closer to the end. Really. So that kind of makes me mad, and I'm not gonna say next Friday is like great or anything, but there are some funny moments. Like, you do have Cat Williams and whatnot, and then you also have
that's Friday after next.
What? Oh, that's
No,
Friday.
The Friday after next is Cat Williams.
Okay.
right.
Is that, well, maybe I'm still thinking of some similar, the bathroom scene or whatever, where he has to use the bathroom really bad, Craig's father. Is that in the next Friday or whatever? Yep. And like, he's stuck in traffic and he needs to really.
That's next Friday. Yeah, that's next Friday. Yeah.
Now, yeah, that part right there is hilarious. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of dragging this on too long. But yes, I think I'm going to go with, what was the other movie?
It's either Expendables or next Friday.
We're going with Expendables, even though I was talking about more about next Friday. But
you're good.
All right, Eric, is it next Friday or Expendables?
Man, yeah, I'm definitely going with next Friday. Yeah, I think the Expendables was meant to be bad. They knew it was gonna be bad. It wasn't
like 3
It was meant to be bad.
No. I mean, that's true. They knew it was gonna be bad. That was that's why it's so many different movies. They know it's gonna be a bad movie. So fuck it. But Friday, man, next Friday, it pisses me off. Friday to me is the best damn comedy. So next Friday they was trying to do too much. So, but yeah, but next Friday is the one I'm going.
Which means it is a 2-2 split right now, coming down to me. I will not be revealing who is facing in the next round because it doesn't really affect my vote. However, I agree with the simple fact that they're trying to make it 80. They were much like Scream. The movie Scream was kind of an homage to the previous slashers and stuff like that. The slashers that they grew up on in the past. Expendables was an homage to like the 80s action movies. What it was just a whole bunch of people. It wasn't supposed to have a good plot line. It was a whole bunch of catchphrases and everything else. As a wrestling fan, I'm a fan of catchphrases. I'm a fan of pops. I'm a fan of having old wrestlers come back and just do some of the 5 moves of doom type thing and just whatever. For instance, The Rock, who I'm not a fan of The Rock, but I absolutely love when The Rock comes back because it's just fun. So there's that. I don't mind the Expendables. I don't consider it overrated by any means. Next Friday was crap. So if it was rated at a 2, it's still overrated. just
so
saying.
In other words, he said his movie. No, his thoughts on the movie is what Craig's father did in the bathroom.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
and I
Just a
still not as
secret in
bad
the
as
toilet.
It's still not as bad as Friday at the Next though. I think Friday at the Next is still the worst.
Oh, that.
Well, at least they put a Christmas spin on it, which make it a Christmas movie, which means I'm allowed to watch it during Christmas with my kids. So
That is true. That is true.
Next Friday moves on 3-2 to the next round. Mike starts us off. Mike, we have some space movies coming up.
Oh yeah.
Is it Star Wars Episode 5? So Empire Strikes Back.
don't be Interstellar.
Or Interstellar.
God. Okay, I'm doing the whole fuck you, Freddie, on this one because I love both these movies. Dude, Empire Strikes Back is on there. What the? Okay, hold on. I'm already stealing Freddie's vote. I love Interstellar, and I know he loves Nolan as a director, and I do too. And Interstellar was great, but I'm stealing Freddie's vote, and I don't care. I'm going Star Wars, not Star Wars. I'm going Interstellar.
Star Wars. You heard it. I'm joking.
Dude, both of those I believe are not overrated at all. Actually, I believe Interstellar is underrated because not a lot of people I know have seen it. And then Star Wars, a lot of people have seen it and it's talked about a lot. But I feel like that was like the best Star Wars movie coming in. So these two shouldn't even be on the list to me. But I was still Freddie's vote. And I'm going to vote Interstellar as a more overrated movie, as much as that hurts me. I don't even want to do it.
With that, Mike has come to completion. All of his lifelines are off the board. I will let you know. I did not put Star Wars on here.
I figured you did.
I did, however, put Interstellar on here.
No way.
I did. I put Interstellar on here.
You helped him. You gave him a helping hand.
God dang it. I'm usually really good with these steal of votes too. Like last year I've used, they're really good. Dude, Interstellar, like Matthew McConaughey, I thought sucked. Like I could have put Failure to Launch on there, but everybody knows that movie sucked and it wasn't even overhyped. And then like he did Dallas Buyers Club, he did all these great movies, he did serious roles, and I was like, oh crap. And he did that movie and I thought it was awesome. And so still not my favorite movie of his. What's your favorite movie?
Of Matthew McConaughey is Sahara.
Oh, it's a good movie.
Sahara's a damn good movie.
Yep.
Anyway, Mike blew his load. Mike stole a vote on that one, stole my vote. So Interstellar gets 2 off of that one. Kaya, is it Interstellar or Empire Strikes Back?
We're going with Star Wars. I think all of them are overrated. But
gets a vote.
This is the one time I'm not voting against it here.
So. Eric, is it Empire Strikes Back or Interstellar?
Well, I'm going with the light skinned Hispanic that was spoke right in front of me. I'm gonna go. I think Star Wars is really overrated. So
Oh man.
Did,
Jesus.
did you watch Kai? Kai, did you watch crap? NXT last week.
Yeah, I did a little bit.
Trick Williams was in in the ring, and he looked up at the crowd. I can't remember who was up there. He goes, "What up, light skin?"
Dude,
I don't-
Eric's funny as shit, man.
I might not have watched that. I watched a lot of the matches, like Obafemi losing his title, which kind of made me mad. But
That made me mad too. Anyway, it is a tie game. I would have gone with Interstellar. I put Interstellar on here, and the reason why I put Interstellar on here is because it is a Nolan movie, and it's probably his worst one story wise. And I don't. So I'm more disappointed that Nolan did such a
So in depth though.
put out such a weird movie. So
It's
that's
in
that.
depth. You have to follow. Okay.
Q, tie-breaking decision. Do you want to know who's facing the next round?
No.
it's not gonna matter.
Is it Interstellar or Empire Strikes Back?
I love you,
Well,
Quinn.
it's definitely gonna be Star Wars. They're all overrated.
God damn it, I hate Harry Potter.
3-2, Empire moves on to the next round. Kaya starts this one off. Kaya, is it Fast and the Furious, so the first one, or Inception?
we're definitely gonna go with the movie that dog shit Dwayne or Brahma bitch ass participated in, and that is the Fast and Furious movies. I think after this after the
damn.
seventh after the seventh movie, I think it should have ended. Because
I think it should have
that
ended
is-
after the fifth movie,
Yeah.
but that's
yeah, that too. I think it should have ended a long time ago. But at least with the seventh one, at least you had a good ending. Them being at the beach and had the music playing and whatnot. Like you had kind of a decent ending, and then you still continued it. Brought yourself into space, and then brought Aquaman there. Why? What are you doing? Too stupid.
Did they
Do you
really
know-
do that?
Fast Furious.
Do you know one thing I want? I want to see the cast of Fast and Furious now, and they've been adding more and more people. Like friggin' Wonder Woman is there, Aquaman is
Jason
there, and some
Momoa.
other people.
Seriously?
Yeah, not as characters; they're just the people
I
who
even
play them.
watched the last couple. Holy crap, that's awesome.
Cardi B is there too.
Cardi B.
Yeah, John Cena. But
Classic.
could you imagine if you have the Fast and Furious movies, so like Fast 10 crew, go against the Expendables? Like
Good ass
the Expendables thinks the Fast and Furious crew are the bad guys. Fast
That'd
and
be the
Furious
worst
crew
movie
thinks the
ever.
Expendables are the bad guys, and there's no real bad guy there. They just are opposing forces type thing. It
Hey,
bunch-
it wouldn't be
a
the
bunch of
first
senior
time
citizens
Steve
running.
Austin and The Rock were against each other, though.
Fast and Furious to win, they just run people over with their cars. I mean, that pretty much be it. They're all old.
It's all
well,
about family.
Well, Mike, you gotta understand that the next Fast and the Furious, they going to the Jurassic World. So we can't wait for it.
so, but I was about to say, Kaya, this is just the first Fast and Furious movie. It's just the number one.
So dog shit Dwayne wasn't even in it.
No.
Well,
but
I couldn't.
The final boss is not
I
around
love
yet.
Dwayne Johnson.
the final dong hole is not there. But
I love to Dwayne my Johnson.
I couldn't think of a bad one, so I just said the first one.
Fuck. So what? It's Fast and Furious and the other Inception. Yeah, I'm still going with Fast and Furious because again, it's the start of a franchise that shouldn't have been that long.
Fast and Furious gets a nod. Eric, Fast and Furious or Inception?
I'm going to Inception. They say as a kid, Fast and the Furious was the first couple was like really good. But until you got number 3, I was like, oh, what the hell are we doing? But yeah, but Inception. I'm going Inception.
Inception gets a nod. I would like to give a shout out to there's a guy in the Fast and Furious movie. I can't remember the guy. I can't remember the name of his character, but
Tyrese.
no, the same.
Ludicrous.
There's a guy in this movie who every movie he's ever played in, he has the same character name.
Jason Statham.
Oh, is that
No.
the guy who's Hector in every movie?
Yeah.
Oh, Hector. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Like,
Freaking
there's like
Hector
20 movies. Hector.
Yeah.
is all
Was
Hector.
he
Every
was in
single
Breaking
one of
Bad,
them.
right?
And I don't know why. And I don't know if his name is Hector or he just
It
always plays
is.
Hector. Is it Hector? Okay. I couldn't
think it
remember,
is.
but I still think shout out to him. I love his movies too. I just can never remember the fucking thing he's in.
Hey, he
Um,
was in next Friday too.
Jesus Christ.
You know what? I'm gonna write that down. Well, we're gonna have a Hector bracket.
His real name is Noel
What the
Guglielmi.
fuck?
Guglielmi? How do
Why?
you even say that? I don't even. Yeah.
Did he really
That
just
don't
want to
sound,
be
that don't sound
Bruce
Spanish at
Almighty.
all.
Bruce Almighty Training Day. All of these.
Yeah. Could you imagine a Hector bracket?
That'd be hilarious though. That'd be good.
It's not-
I like that.
Like that. It's not different Hectors. It's just this one Hector in different movies. It's just
Yeah, he
What it is.
has different like last names
It's like-
too. Hector,
No, just Hector.
it's different. Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
watching the movie The One. It's just different Hectors in the same in like. It's a multiverse of Hectors.
different scenarios, different.
Different scenarios. Always seem to be the same character. Always fucking Hector.
What do you
But anyway, no, I enjoyed Fast and Furious, especially the first one. I enjoyed the first one. They did drop off. I think Tokyo Drift is like the last one I watched until 7 came out, like 6 or 7 came out, and then I went back and watched 5, and then I've been watching since. But the third Fast and Furious movie just kind of killed it for me for a bit. Inception, though, I like the concept. I do, but I don't think the movie lived up to the hype that it really had. So I'm gonna go with
I like
Inception
the
on this one.
concept of the Human Centipede too, but we're not voting concepts here.
Just because you like to eat ass doesn't mean that
Ah!
the movie's any good. All right.
Gross.
He likes
Cute.
the wrong kind
Hey
of.
yo, wait a minute. Hey yo, hold on. I wonder how high you gotta be to make that goddamn script. We gonna. Hey yo,
What?
The best movie. You know what would be the best fucking movie? We make a movie with everybody eating each other's ass, face to anus,
What?
face to anus,
Good
face to
God.
anus, face to anus.
I'm not good.
Oh god.
Jess, you missed a shout out for you.
I heard.
Did you?
I told her that there was a shout out. I didn't tell her what it said exactly, but
Yeah, Q told me about the shout out.
Okay. As far as the entire eating ass one, how about the movie Ass Ventura, Crack Detective,
I love it.
Tell me to
Or-
log off this shit. I can't do it.
Raiders of the Lost Arse?
I like the first one. Ask
Why?
the hero.
Ass Ventura. Q, is it Inception or Fast and Furious?
I thought the first few were good. Once they, kind of got to like third and fourth, they started
Come on, bro.
working for the law instead of going against the law.
Oh my gosh.
Is that Homer? Is that a Homer mask? That's a
No.
Homer.
Don't.
For everybody out there in Spotify land, the Black Mamba himself decided to
Turn yellow.
go from black to yellow. Typical Iowa fan.
I have
Just-
jaundice.
Are you taking a picture of the screen, Kaya?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
fuck.
he did.
All right. Sorry, Q. What was your vote?
Inception.
Gets a vote and the win. Mike finishes out.
I'm gonna go with what was the choices?
First Fast and Furious movie or Inception.
Fast and the Furious.
When the hell did you get the Homer mask?
That's a while ago.
I got it like 2 years
It's the
ago.
hole in the mouth.
There's a hole in the mouth.
The hole in the mouth.
It was like
Why does he look like Chicken Man now?
it was like $10 at a thrift store in Des Moines, and there was that and Hillary Clinton, and I couldn't decide, but I got Homer.
One of these days, we're gonna have to for a Halloween episode. We're just gonna have to come up. Everybody on the screen should wear a mask.
Dude, I
Of
wore
some
this
sort.
for Halloween one year. It was last year. Went to Oski, and I couldn't breathe in this thing. I was like huffing and puffing. There's so much sweat in this thing. I actually cut a hole in the mouth. Just so
Yeah,
that,
I'm sure that's why you got the hole in the mouth.
There you go.
dude, no, I've already. Never mind.
And then
No, the
he's
hole's
gonna
too big for him. I wouldn't worry about it.
That on mine.
Inception moves on 3-2 to the next round. Eric starts this one off. Eric, is it The Matrix or Shawshank Redemption?
Oh, shit, yeah.
God,
Matrix.
fuck you, Freddie.
I'm going to go with the Matrix.
Actually, fuck us.
Matrix gets a nod. I'm going to go for Shawshank on this one. I appreciate Shawshank. I do. But as far as this matchup goes, Matrix tore down so many walls when it comes to ways to shoot, ways to tell stories, and everything else. And it's also one of the last movies. It's one of the first movies where the future is more bleak than a good future as far as movies go. Because you never see movies nowadays where the future is anything but bad. Matrix was one of the first movies that the future sucked. So, also as far as Shawshank goes, a decent movie, but people rate it out of somewhere between an 8 and a 9. I consider it a 5 tops for me, which would make it overrated. Shawshank gets my vote. Q, Shawshank or Matrix?
I'm gonna go with The Matrix. I mean, Shawshank's a good movie. It's just a good movie. I think The Matrix is trash. Absolute garbage.
Matrix gets a vote. Mike, is it Matrix or Shawshank?
I think they're both great. This is not overrated to me in either way. I think Shawshank was a great, very great movie, and I think Matrix was a great movie. And so I don't think either are overrated, but I guess the fact that Shawshank only had to make one and it was still amazing and still talked about today. The Matrix made more than one and then did the whole Reloaded and all that crap. Even though that was decent, I obviously love Keanu Reeves. I love Matrix, but I will have to vote Matrix overrated more than Shawshank. I'm sorry.
Matrix gets a nod and the win off of that one. Kaya, finish this out. Matrix, Shawshank.
I was actually going to go with Matrix. I actually like Shawshank Redemption. Do I think it's one of the movies that you actually have to sit down and kind of watch instead of like one of the movies you can go do something? Yes, it's one of the movies you can't go away from the screen in order to kind of really pay attention kind of thing. But at the same time, it's a good movie. I wouldn't vote against it. And it even has a good quote about the hope thing. He's like something about hope or whatever. And Morgan Freeman's like, let me tell you something about hope. Hope, something, and it says something about drive a man crazy or whatever. But somebody else can quote it better than I can.
Hope can drive. Yeah, and then there was the Family Guy version of I talked to him. He only said 2 words to me, and he goes vagina boob, and that was the first thing that Peter said to him. But great movie.
Matrix moves on 4-1 to the next round. Last up in the first round, so there's the last two movies in this one. I start us off. It is either Gravity or Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yes, I do.
To the person who put Planes, Trains, and Automobiles in here, you are an asshole. John Candy is a legend.
He is a legend. That's his worst movie.
No, it's not. Trust me.
Trash.
I personally think, as far as mainstream movies that he's done, Canadian Bacon is probably his worst movie.
That's not mainstream.
Yeah, it is. As far
Oh,
and the reason I know this is because we're doing a John Candy bracket
Is
next
anybody else
October,
in Canadian Bacon?
and it's on there, and it's difficult to find that many John Candy movies. So there's a lot of movies on there that John Candy has done
Armed
that
and
are
Dangerous?
not that good. Yeah, friggin' Armed and Dangerous is on there too.
That was one of my favorite movies. Was Armed and Dangerous, The Great Outdoors, Uncle Buck. I absolutely adore John Candy, and that's why. So I'm already out myself with that one.
Uncle Buck's great.
Uncle Buck was great. I thought Plane Trains and Automobiles was supposed to be a comedy, and it was not. And I'm sorry, Freddie.
No, it's all right. I actually kind of prefer you to keep talking so I can find this.
Hey, my name is Mike. I'm the Black Mamba. I come from my mama, but she's not black. Yo. All right. Are we good?
No, but I appreciate your enthusiasm
I
on
try
that
to
one.
keep it going.
All right. Spaceballs, Canadian Bacon, Stripes, Vacation, Cool Runnings, Little Shop of Horrors, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Blues Brothers, Rookie of the Year, Armed and Dangerous, Who's Harry's Crumb, Brewster's Millions, Uncle Buck, Splash. Splash is probably the worst one. Great Outdoors, and Home Alone.
All right. Splash wasn't great. Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
either way.
Anyway.
Obviously, I'm going to go for Gravity on here because I can't vote for anything John Candy is attached to as the worst one of the two movies, or even as far as being overrated. Plus, Gravity had
Sucked.
hella hype, like so much hype in this movie, and it turned out to be crap and completely like there's no factual basis behind it. There's so many plot holes in this thing. It should be freaking European and call it Swiss cheese. Gravity gets my vote on that one. Q, is it Gravity or Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
It's got to be Gravity. I honestly thought this movie was trash too, and I'm a space fan. And that's saying something.
Gets a nod. Mike, Gravity, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
So here is the thing. When I set it in, I felt so guilty because I love John Candy so much that I was just mad about the movie. I'm not a huge Steve Martin fan. But
Bro, Steve Martin's amazing.
Dude, he's corny.
He's aight.
Like when you compare him to all the other like actors around like SNL area, like Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, all that, all of them. But I'm gonna vote Gravity because Gravity sucked. And
Steve Carell was garbage.
You say
Carol? He said Carol.
You said Steve Carell.
Yes, Carell, but I wasn't. Don't humor him.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
My number 2 show, but It's Always Sunny is my favorite. Gravity was too long. It had George Clooney was the other character,
Yeah,
and he wasn't even hardly in it. It was just her, and she's floating around, and it was literally like I would rather watch the Futurama episode where Bender gets shot off into space because that was hilarious. He has the whole thing like organisms on his body, and he's just floating through space. And I was like, I would rather watch 2 hours of that and see what happens than watch Gravity with Sandra Bullock way after her prime, because even when she did she was better in the 90s. That was terrible. So I apologize for Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I still like the movie. I think it was not as good as what John Candy was, but Gravity gets my vote because it was garbage.
With that, Gravity will be moving on. Kaya, is it Gravity or Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
I'm going with Gravity. I've never actually really, I think, seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles in full. It's one of the movies that did come on during COVID time on something that I was watching or whatever, but I never got to watch it in full. But Gravity, yeah, definitely. I agree with the Sandra Bullock thing. I think once movies like Heat and whatnot were being made, I mean, they're kind of meh. And then what was that one movie she made during like 2021 or whatever? What was that movie
Bird
called?
Box. Bird
What?
Box. Bird Box.
That one is meh, but
What
the
was
one
the one where she was
afterwards.
blind?
Oh, you talking about the one
That's
with Viola
Bird Box.
Davis? You talking about the one with Viola Davis? The one she had with Viola Davis, right?
Oh, Viola, yeah.
Yeah,
It
she
was
plays. Her sister
late
was her
2021.
sister. She went to jail for killing her stepdad or something like that.
Maybe it was late 2021. I remember I couldn't finish it though, and I
What was
really
the
wanted
one
to
where
watch
she was
that movie
blind?
too.
Because she had a.
That's Bird Box. That's
Bird
Bird
Box.
Box.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
that's what
fine
I
with
was
that.
thinking. Okay, all right.
Anyways,
She did a
I'll
lot
look.
of movies in 2021.
I'll look it up. But yes, I'm going with Gravity.
Gravity gets a nod. Eric, finish this out. Is it Gravity or
Yeah.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Yeah, I'm going with Gravity. John Candy can't do no wrong for me. And I still remember watching his cartoons. So yeah, I'm going with
I'm
Gravity.
sorry, John.
So I did speak too soon before. There is one movie that has the ability to get a pearl necklace if it makes it through the entire thing, and that is Gravity. Moves on in the first and only sweep that we've had in the first round. We'll be right back.
You know how bad they gotta be.
It might make it.
Yeah, no, we'll be right back right after this break.
The Unforgivable, by the way, is what that Sandra Bullock movie is called.
Oh, Metallica.
Yeah, not as good as the song, but yes.
That's Unforgiven, not Unforgettable.
Yes, you're correct. On Black
Unforgettable is a Nat King Cole song.
It's not bad.
Unforgettable.
Thank you. All right. Kaya,
Yes.
it's been a couple weeks since you've been here. What you been up to?
Let's see. I had my birthday last Tuesday. Not
Happy
this
birthday.
past Tuesday, but October 8th, Tuesday.
Birthday.
Thank you very much. So I had a lot of fun during that. As far as anything else going, I had some family surprisingly visit me who I haven't seen in over a year, so that was kind of good. I haven't really done too much. I've just been eating, working. That's all I have to do until, things come up. Oh, and I'm on this podcast too, and I'm going to keep trying to do these things, being on this podcast, going live on YouTube a lot more than I used to. For a while, I was kind of dead. I know I'm very pale and white, so I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense because I do look like a ghost, but I don't try to be dead all the time. I promise you.
You know what your next watch along is?
My next watch along. I've been having a lot of these movies and whatnot that I have on my list. Let me look.
Lord of the Rings.
And I did not have that, but I may have to put that on there. Movies that I need to watch. Apparently, Kung Fu Hustle, Inspector Gadget, Green Mile, Rain Man, I Am Sam.
Green Mile.
I Am Sam, Josh M. Sam, See No, Hear No Evil, Black Sheep, and Dead Poet Society. Oh, and Speed Racer. And there's more movies I need to watch on there too.
Oh yeah, there's so many movies that you're missing. Mr. Eric hasn't been on here for a while. Eric, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, what's good, y'all? I have a podcast called Random Thoughts with Eric G. I'm on season 7, just started back up. I mean, we talk about any and everything. You name it, we done talked about it before. Sex, religion, gay rights, your kids getting your damn nerves, your marriage, everything. We done talk about it. That's pretty much what my show is. I do everything. I also do music. Do music on my show. Also, me and my wife, we just celebrated our 3-year anniversary last week.
Damn. Congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. And we try to figure out how we still here, but we making it. So so that's what we got going on, man. I got this season. This has been a great season. I can't wait for y'all to hear when my season finale gonna be. But it's been a great season.
Yeah, we're gonna have to narrow down a time for you suggested I be on there before, and I just haven't had the time to do it. So, but I've been free lately because I've been looking for a job. So we're gonna have to nail down a time while you're recording because I don't want to screw up your guys' schedule. So,
No,
welcome
you're
back.
screwing the fuck up out of my schedule. I'm missing the Raiders game right now for this.
They're
Dude,
gonna lose anyway. They're the fucking
You're
Raiders.
probably
God.
correct. I mean, don't tell me anything because I have the game paused right now at the very beginning. So don't tell me any scores or nothing. I will be very pissed.
They're losing 75-0.
That is probably true,
That's less than I thought it was going to be.
right? It's better.
they can still come back. It's only
Even
the first quarter.
strong.
I have Devontae
I thought you
Adams
couldn't
in my
get your
fantasy.
comeback.
I'm so happy.
No, once it's out, it's out. Welcome back for round two beyond, or so round two. Looks like Q starts us off on this one. Q, is it? And I want you to do this right in front of your wife. Is it Nightmare Before Christmas or Fight Club?
Oh, it's definitely.
I just
You want me
I
to vote
believe-
for Nightmare Before Christmas, right?
give her
I
the
believe
vote
in you.
response.
What?
I
For vote?
believe in you.
Why would
believe in
I
you.
you? Would you want me to vote for it? You like the movie?
I'll vote the opposite.
Jess doesn't know the topic, does she?
Oh no, she does.
Okay.
What's the topic? Tell the topic, Greg. Ow! Nightmare.
Abuse.
Nightmare gets a nod. Mike, is it
It's
Nightmare Before Christmas
everything
or
that
Fight
I
Club?
see every time I think of voting against it.
Is it what?
Q, what's your final before you get your ass kicked?
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Okay.
Nightmare.
Now, if you want, you can turn your sound and camera off, and she can really lay into you.
I'm making you food right now.
Is it sausage?
I was about to say that.
It's boneless
I
wings.
love you, Freddie.
It's
Somebody's a
spicy
chicken.
boneless wings.
I don't think they're spicy.
Oh,
Either way, Mike,
puss.
Damn.
Night Before Christmas or Fight Club?
Dude, I'm just. She say spicy wings.
To me, they're spicy.
Dude,
They're
Saucy.
on barbecue. How is that
They're not.
spicy? Yes, they are.
No, they're
Saucy
not.
nuts.
You don't do spicy.
No, they're not.
Think that you're crazy because spicy wings, everything's spicy. Throw cayenne on there. It's the best. Cajun seasoning, whatever you need. So I'm gonna go with Fight Club.
Fight Club gets a nod.
Oh.
Kaya, Fight Club, Nightmare
They're
Before
buffalo
Christmas.
style. That's not. They're honey mustard.
Oh, okay, never mind. I change it. I don't change my answer. I take that back because that's not spicy.
We're
Kaya,
They are to me because I can't get spice.
Thank you.
guys, let me go on to the show.
Sorry.
Kaya, Fight Club, Night Before Christmas.
We're gonna go with a day after Halloween and a day after Christmas. I mean, the Nightmare Before Christmas, because it doesn't matter whether I butcher the name or not, because it don't matter. Because the movie sucks.
Kaya.
Eric, Fight Club, Nightmare
Oh,
Before
yeah.
Christmas.
Oh, you said the right Fight Club.
Boo!
That's yours.
No, this isn't fair. The Nightmare Before Christmas is not about to move away from
the night fair before
No,
Christmas.
boo. It needs to move forward on the bracket. Boo.
It will not be moving forward on the bracket. Fight
I
Club
need
has
to
gone
steal
3-2
someone's vote,
to the
damn.
next round.
All right.
Tomatoes.
Realistically, I should have stolen Q's vote on the first time because Nightmare Before Christmas should have stayed in round one. It really should have, especially over Mad Max. Dear God, Fight Club moves on
You
3-2 to the
complain
next
me for
round.
that.
Mike starts us off. Mike, is it Twilight or the 7th Harry Potter movie?
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's tough for me. Because I don't want both. Okay, I'm gonna go with this just because I know Q will go with it, unless his vote gets stolen or anything. But I still think Twilight sucks. I mean, I think Twilight is a dead ringer for the winner on this one. But if they don't win, I at least want them to get to the next round. To Twilight.
Twilight gets a nod. Kaya, Twilight, Harry Potter 7.
I think I'm still gonna go with Twilight because Yeah, I just if I had to choose between the two, even though both of them are a waste of time, it's like trying to watch paint dry on a wall. But
That's actually very entertaining under the right circumstances and mindset.
And no
hey,
ventilation.
right now.
playing music is cheating
My man said no
because
ventilation.
now you're trying to enjoy it.
Talking about music.
I'm not talking about
Right.
music. Yeah.
No, but seriously, I think I'm gonna go with fuck. What were the movies again? Fuck.
You already said Twilight. Just go.
Twilight.
Yeah,
It's Twilight
Go
and the
with Twilight.
seventh Harry Potter movie.
Okay,
It's
yeah, okay.
it's Twilight. Fuck.
Twilight gets the nod. Eric, Twilight, Harry Potter 7.
Oh yeah, I actually watched Twilight though. Yeah, Harry Potter.
No, boo. More
I'm not mad either way.
tomatoes. More
I'm not mad either way.
tomatoes.
I love to hate both these.
I don't got any tomatoes or tomato sauce, but I got some ketchup. That's good enough.
Come on, now. How many movies you can watch about the same damn wizard? Like, we got it.
And it's all about
We understand. We got powers.
it's all about Voldemort being the enemy in the end, right?
He has no nose. Okay, we got it. We understand.
He can't smell what the rock's cooking, which I
Like
want
an magic star.
bullshit.
Q, I'm gonna end up going for Twilight. Is it Twilight or Harry Potter 7?
I'm going for Twilight as well.
Oh man.
4-1. The reason I went for Twilight, by the way, is that the reason I voted for Harry Potter in the past is because this movie is the worst one out of the 8 for me. But I can understand the reason why it's so bad is because it's laying a lot of groundwork for the finale.
It's needed.
So it's needed. It just sucks. So Twilight gets my vote. It moves on 4-1, by the way, to the next round. Kaya, is it Star Wars Episode 5, so Empire Strikes Back, or Joker?
People are gonna call me crazy about this, but we're gonna go with Star Wars because I can't compliment Star Wars enough to vote against Joker, even though Joker 2 sucks ass.
So you're voting for Star Wars, even though you like Star Wars?
No, I don't like Star Wars. Is what
He
I'm-
does not like Star
okay.
No.
Okay, I'm not. Had me
No,
confused.
I'm saying I know my wording is
All right.
weird.
I still love you, Kaya.
Empire gets a vote. Eric, is it Empire Strikes Back or Joker?
Star Wars all day.
Star Wars all day, he says. Hell yeah.
Star Wars all day. Yeah.
Gets another one. I can appreciate what Empire has to offer. There's only one good thing about the movie Joker, and that is the entire I can't remember the exact line, but have something to do with like he says yes, and I'm tired of pretending that I shouldn't, or something along those lines. And a lot of that has a lot of memes to go along with it, and I can appreciate the meme value. So I'm gonna go with Joker on this one because it doesn't really it has less redeeming qualities than Empire does, which says a lot. Q, is it Empire Strikes Back or Joker?
Quentin, I got a deal for you. If you don't vote for Star Wars, I'll never vote for Harry Potter.
What?
If you don't vote Star Wars overrated, I'll never vote Harry Potter overrated for the next part of the bracket. Any of the bracket.
Which Star Wars did you put in for me, Freddie?
Hold on.
This one.
Probably 4 because episode 5 was not you. Star Wars.
I just put Star Wars. I didn't really care.
Okay. Yeah, you put episode 4. I put episode 4 for you because you got it in before the other person did.
Wait, I actually beat somebody on the list?
As far as time wise, yeah.
All right. So, anyways, yeah, Star Wars is overrated as fuck, man.
Okay.
But for Mike, I'm still gonna vote Star Wars being overrated.
You son of a...
Dun dun dun.
I was making a deal with you. Okay,
I
is
know,
that your-
man. I shit all over it.
Harry Potter
Okay.
7?
Okay, so that's your final,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mike, what was your deal is that you're not going to vote for
Harry,
Potter to be overrated anymore during this bracket, right?
I wouldn't have voted Harry Potter overrated at all during the bracket, but now I'm full Harry Potter.
Okay. The reason I brought that up is because Harry Potter is no longer in this bracket.
Oh, they're...
Oh wow, so Q actually outsmarted his outsmarting. That's
That's
what
a
it was.
first. So Harry Potter 7 is not in the bracket anymore?
Harry Potter 7 lost against Twilight.
Wow.
And Harry Potter 2 lost against Joker. So there are no more Harry Potters, and
Which is why I didn't take your
bracket.
deal. I thought maybe you were trying to,
did
pull
not
one
know.
over on old Q
You had
here.
no idea.
All right. Mike, finish this out. Is it Empire Strikes Back or Joker?
Joker.
All right, so it's 3-2, right?
It is 3-2. Moves on to the next round. Eric starts us off. Eric, is it Godfather or The Matrix?
Oh, The Matrix.
Matrix gets a nod.
We know.
I like The Matrix. I don't know why people say it's overrated. I think it's a great fucking movie.
It's
I don't agree with Godfather being a good movie, so Godfather gets my vote. Q, Godfather, Matrix.
Matrix.
Gets a vote,
Mattress? Godfather, easy.
Which means it's a tie-breaking decision coming down to Kaya. Kaya, we do not know who is facing the next round, so I can't tell you. Kaya, is it Godfather or Matrix?
Well, unfortunately, I'm not hopping aboard any kind of train, so I'm gonna go with the Godfather. Godfather.
Wow.
Oh, come on. Everybody hops on the Q train eventually.
No, not the Q train, a different train.
Oh, well, whoa.
There's plenty of videos about the Q train, though.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure they're involved with a website that involves a hamster. So,
Or corn
It's
block.
it's actually a guinea pig, but okay.
I start this one off. It's either Avengers Endgame or the Barbie movie.
Boo.
Boo, and I already know what you're gonna vote for.
Both of these, by the way, were suggested by Reddit. And it will be going against a movie later on in the next round that was suggested by Reddit. So this is an entire Reddit corner on this one.
Or watch it.
I enjoyed Barbie. I did not enjoy Endgame. So I'm going to go for Endgame on this one. Gets my vote. Q, is it Endgame or Barbie?
Okay, so
Yep. Put that stuff together. You gotta link the cells, man.
You can see it smoking.
It's literally
right. Sorry.
It's gonna fucking destruct.
All right. Well, it's Barbie and what?
Barbie
See?
or Avengers Endgame?
Endgame. Okay, so I hated Endgame so much I didn't even watch it.
You hated it so much you didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it.
All right.
Did you watch Barbie?
No, I didn't watch Barbie either. But I've heard bad things about Barbie. And Jess over here, she says Barbie sucked, and she said it was very overrated. So I'm gonna have to go with Endgame.
Endgame gets a nod. Mike, is it Endgame or Barbie?
I'm actually just gonna go with my daughter on this one. She said she watched the Barbie movie and she said it sucked. That was her words, and I never heard her say sucked before. She's like, it was bad, Dad. And I was like, you know what? Okay. So I'm going Barbie. I'll make it interesting.
Yeah, but that movie is not meant for kids.
No, and I didn't show it to her.
I'm just saying, it's not the Barbie movie is not meant for kids. It's just
Yeah, it was
Not.
my ex bitch.
Kaya, is it Barbie or Endgame?
Barbie. I don't even want to continuing commenting.
I think both of them are just terrible.
Which means this is a tiebreaker decision coming down to Eric. Eric, do you want to know who's facing the next round?
No,
No, not at all. Not at all.
that's right. Let's go.
If I got to pick, it's Barbie. Cause now I definitely got to pick because false advertisement. Because kids thought they're gonna watch it. So false advertisement. So yeah, but yeah, Barbie is the one.
It is Reddit versus Reddit in the next round, 3-2 versus 3-2, and it's also going to be an ironic freaking matchup. Q starts this one off. Q, is it next Friday or Napoleon Dynamite?
Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh,
I would
God.
much rather watch next Friday every day of the week over fucking Napoleon Dynamite.
Gets a vote. Mike.
I don't have many brain cells left. I can't afford to lose many more.
Mike. Next Friday, Napoleon Dynamite.
Next Friday.
Kaya.
Napoleon Dynamite. I think for once Q said everything correct, not just a little bit correct or the opposite of correct, but everything correct right then and there.
He's getting his senses back.
He's still he's still an a-hole for voting against Hook. I'll always remember.
Leaving an impression. Eric, is it next Friday or Napoleon Dynamite?
Oh, Napoleon all day. Q, like I said, Q said everything that need to be said. So yeah.
Wow, Q is getting the credit. Really? Here.
Let's go.
I'm so surprised.
That does surprise me, considering that next Friday was actually Eric's bid on this one.
Right.
And
I changed mine too, so
he kicked it off. Like he put the final nail in the coffin for next Friday on that one. I would have gone with Napoleon Dynamite as well.
damn.
Just because I think that movie is beyond stupid.
I think it's lovely stupid. It's like Eric Andre's show. I love it.
Oh, that stuff is stupid too. No
You've
wonder.
never-
No
Okay,
wonder.
Eric Andre's show isn't beautiful stupid.
No. Every time I came on Adult Swim, I thought, damn it, I was supposed to watch Family Guy. Nope, I'm
No,
watching Eric
it's
Andre.
so good. It's like it's supposed to be dumb. That's the whole thing, and it is.
Even
You
the
got
Tim
it.
and Eric or whatever show, fuck, that was stupid.
Hannibal Buress is a national treasure.
I loved Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
My name is.
That was the first Adult Swim movie, the cartoon I ever watched was Aqua
Yeah.
Teen.
That was a good show.
I'm still a fan of Boondocks, but that's me.
Hey, that's
love
another
that.
good one. That's a good one.
Boondocks.
Next Friday. Speaking of next Friday, Craig's father is in that.
And I feel bad for liking Boondocks. I really do, because like I shouldn't, but it's. I go like this is
Is that the one with the grandpa? The
Yeah, and I'm not a fan of Boondocks for the humor or whatever. I'm a fan of Boondocks for the entire artist style of the entire cartooning. That's why I love that entire format.
The style is nice. I do like. Yeah, it's not like crappy South Park.
I agree with on the crappy South Park part. Yeah.
Mike starts us off. Mike, is it Ant-Man or Inception?
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man gets a nod. Kaya.
I don't think I've ever actually watched Inception.
I honestly thought it wasn't bad.
I don't know. I hate when there's one movie I haven't seen because I'm a believer that you can't hate on something you've never seen. So
Yeah, you can.
I
do it all the time.
Yeah, you can. You do it all the time. If it's not worth my time,
I got the coin.
If it's not worth my time, it's not worth my eyes. But
If it's not worth your
flip
time,
the
it's not
coin.
worth your vote.
All right, flip
Oh,
the coin. Fuck it.
Boom.
Flip the. It's really not worth my vote. So let the coin decide. Heads is you guys decide what's heads and tails. I don't know.
Inception is his.
All right.
Tails.
Ant-Man gets a vote. Eric, is it Ant-Man or Inception?
Well, I'm gonna make everybody mad. Inception.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do it again. Inception.
Go for it. Yeah. Like,
I don't mind Ant-Man. I think
Q is the tiebreaker here too. Oh,
I think
oh,
they picked the
God,
right
not Q.
person to play Ant-Man.
Mhm.
I'm a huge fan of Paul Rudd, especially Paul Rudd recently. I loved in the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie the entire Paul Rudd finally aged. Just stupid shit like
understand.
that.
I had to take my headphones off because I've never seen Deadpool versus Wolverine yet. So as soon
Why
as
does
you
George
started talking, I was like,
Washington-
no.
That's part of the ads though. Like you won't.
Oh,
Yeah, that part's part of the ads. It wouldn't have spoiled anything. It's coming to Disney Plus pretty soon though, so you better be watching it.
Yep. I do have Disney Plus.
But Inception gets my vote off of that one. I liked Ant-Man better. Q, tie-breaking decision. Gets to know who is facing the next round. Do you want this option?
No.
He's muted, and I don't think he knows it.
Mhm.
You're on mute there, sir.
Yeah, he's continuing.
My bad. I said nah to the knowing that, and then I said, but first I want to know what movie you guys were just talking about.
It's either Ant-Man or Inception.
No.
Deadpool versus Wolverine, which is where I took my headphones off. That's
Deadpool does. Anyhow,
nope, I didn't.
God dang.
He dies in every movie though, so I mean,
Technically, yeah.
It's in the name.
that's why I thought it was funny. But I'm gonna go with Inception and what? Sorry.
Ant-Man.
it's either Ant-Man or Inception.
I'm gonna go with Ant-Man.
Which is why we were talking about Deadpool. Ant-Man moves on. Last up in round 2, Kaya starts us off. Kaya, is it Avatar or Gravity?
Did he just take a fork and just have ranch? Just a ranch? Ranch, not even a wing, and then dipped it in the ranch.
That's a
No, just
Midwestern thing.
Yeah, it's a Midwestern thing. I won't worry about
I
it.
will defend Q for that one.
There was a little very tiny piece of chicken on that.
It's more ranch than wing. It's all right. And blue cheese is amazing too.
Oh no, it's not. Get out of here.
It's ranch. It's ranch.
Kinda
Let's
is,
not.
though. It kinda is.
No,
Blue cheese
we're not.
is good.
All right, what is it again?
Four out of the 5 of us on screen are within like a 19-mile radius in Iowa.
That's true.
Let's not get into the conversation about ranch. All right.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long conversation.
See, it was about yay big the last time, a little bit smaller maybe.
Apparently,
Did
size matters.
Tyson's nuggets get smaller?
The nougat. Kaya starts us off. Kaya, is it Avatar or Gravity?
I'm gonna go with Gravity. I actually liked Avatar, even though people call it Pocahontas with blue people, or they call it dances with wolves ripoff, apparently, which I've never watched Dances with Wolves.
That's really good. That's good.
But oh.
I think you broke him, Kaya.
I think we're going with Gravity. Well, we can't keep kayfabe alive forever.
God damn.
Kaya's going with Gravity on this one. Gets to vote. Eric, is it Gravity or Avatar?
I'm going with Avatar. The blue people, Pocahontas. The blue Indians. We're going with the blue Indians.
Native Americans.
Oh shit!
I didn't know it'd be this far.
It really wasn't that funny.
That's
but
what she
to me,
said.
it's hilarious.
I just thought it was a good take. I've never heard that before.
I'm gonna go for Gravity on this one as well. Gets my vote. Q, is it Gravity or Avatar?
Said Gravity did suck.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of the blue people either.
That's racist.
The Beautiful People. Are you talking about the Marilyn Manson song? Oh no. You said the Blue People. Okay,
A vote for Avatar, by the way, would tie it up for Mike.
Ooh,
All right, I'll give it to Mike. Fuck it.
yay!
Mike, is it Avatar or Gravity?
I don't even care.
Do you want to know who's facing the next round?
No, I don't. I'm going because Kaya with the blue Pocahontas. That just, oh my goodness, that got me. I'm going Avatar. That was good. That was so good. I did not think of that, and that was very good.
Like, I can really picture that shit now. I can really picture like the Avatar characters in Pocahontas.
And singing like the Pocahontas song too, and like having the music in it, and it would be way different. It's so good.
It might be better.
Now this is what I need to
would be
do.
better because Pocahontas was like, I thought was a decent movie. It was the last like actually drawn Disney movie, and I thought, yeah, you have a Smurf Pocahontas movie, then we could have the characters and stuff. That'd be great.
Well, I think I need to do is watch Dances with Wolves because everybody says that's what this newest Avatar
That's
is
a
just a
long
copy
movie.
of. So Dances with Wolves, then Pocahontas, and then Avatar. 2 long movies right then.
You got a year to kill, huh?
A year to kill.
Yeah.
I mean, I do work in a factory. You know how production is during the wintertime. So
Yeah,
I may
I
have
know.
to.
All right. That's the end of round 2. Be right back right after this break.
Oh, I need to use the bathroom.
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike's been traveling
a
a little bit lately. What you up to?
Well, I was in. I had previously said I was in South America and came up to the States. I am now in Southeast Asia. I was in Laos and Vietnam and Cambodia. Went to Shanghai, and then I was in the by the Yangtze River doing a show, and I was by the Great Wall of China, and I made the Great Walls of Balls joke, and then so they shunned me, so I had to get out of there. So they did not like that show. So then I went over to Kabul in Afghanistan, and that was definitely not the right move. So I'm back in the States now, and I definitely know where not to go because of civil unrest. So, but it was a fun time. I gotta travel and eat lots of food in Vietnam. Vietnamese food is amazing. And obviously Chinese food is delicious, especially the authentic Chinese food. I got to have lunch with their president Yongka Chang, and so I am back here in the States though, and so now I am back home, and I will let you guys know on my next arrival. I think it'll be in Europe. So I will be in France and Portugal and Liechtenstein next.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm your host, Freddie Fisher, by the way, and there's a couple things that we do. If you like this show, if you like Bracket Bastards, go ahead and check out Bastards Backstage, as always. Everybody on the screen has been there, with the exception of Kaya. We'll be getting Kaya eventually on Bastards Backstage, where we get to know our guests and our hosts and everything else a little bit better. The other show that we have is, of course, the Recasting Call. Mike just finished his debut episode on that one. That will be being released at the beginning of November, so the first Thursday of November, and that is, of course, the movie Any Given Sunday. We recasted that one as well. In other news, we are disbanding the Facebook page Bracketology. This podcast or the Bracketology page isn't going anywhere. It's just the Bracketology page, which is how this entire podcast started. However, just because I'm getting tired of running it doesn't mean that it has to go away. If you want to take over something like this, if you have fun with it, go ahead and contact me, and we will figure out what we can do and to transfer it over to you, and it will be your page after that. Welcome back for round 3 and beyond. It looks like Eric starts us off on this one. Eric,
Let's go.
I'm gonna give you this one. Is it Empire Strikes Back or Ant-Man?
Um,
And now you know why I gave it to you.
yeah, I know why.
Please.
Oh.
I love you so much. Don't do it.
Truth, to be honest, Empire Strikes Back, man.
God damn it.
God. Please,
Empire gets a vote.
I
Freddie. How is it? How is it? It's not even an overrated movie. How is it getting this far?
It is overrated.
No,
It's overrated. It's overrated for the simple fact that you have so many Star Wars fans out there that will not shut up about this movie. This movie in particular, too.
New Hope was overrated because it was the effects and stuff. Empire Strikes Back was more of the actual movie. So they already made the first one, I would say, and episode 4 was way more overrated than number 5. But that's my thing, so okay.
I'm gonna go for Empire Strikes Back on that one. It gets my vote. Q, is it Empire Strikes Back or Ant-Man?
Into the fire.
Oh God.
Mike, Empire Strikes Back, Ant-Man.
You know, I'm gonna go with Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I feel like that's a good time to. God damn it, Ant-Man. I love Paul Rudd though.
Brewing that sweep. Kai finishes out. Is it Ant-Man or Empire?
So what has all been voted so far?
Just say Ant-Man is still gonna lose.
Yeah, it's either Ant-Man or Empire. Like, it doesn't really matter.
Well, it's. I just want to know what's all been voted. I already have my decision, but
That's why you got to pay attention.
You're right. I do got to pay attention. It pays to pay attention sometimes. But I'm definitely going with Empire Strikes Back. Star Wars again is overrated.
I'm so hurt.
Empire moves on 4-1 to the next round. I start this next one off, and just like I did it to Eric, I'm gonna do it with myself as well. It's either Godfather or Avatar. Both of these movies I put in. So
those are good overrated ones to put in. Good job,
yeah,
Freddie.
they are highly. Both of these are highly overrated.
Love you,
so,
Freddie. Instead of fuck you, Freddie.
Oh no, it's fucking Freddie. You got it right the first time.
They both deserve to be here. With Harvey in mind, because Harvey and I have gone back and forth about this movie multiple times, I will be going for Godfather. Because, again, even if this movie is a 7 or an 8, people keep claiming it's a 10, and it really shouldn't be. So Godfather gets my vote for the overratedness of what it actually is. Q, is it Godfather or Avatar?
I'm gonna say Godfather as well.
Gets a vote. Mike.
Blue Pocahontas.
Kaya.
We're not going to go with anything blue here. We're going to go with the other movie that's not Avatar. But I really needed sleep last night because I know, right? So bad. The movie that's Godfather.
That's what you get for having those late night DoorDash runs, dude.
That blue ring is sweet as shit, though.
Oh, thank you. I can change it all the time.
Dude, that's cool.
Oh, hold on.
You're like Sonic.
Oh, he's got one too.
No way. You guys.
Just a quick flex here.
You guys should touch tips.
Okay, no.
Yeah, no, mine won't.
Okay, no, he says.
Mine won't been that way.
There is no jousting going on.
No, not
and mine's
touching tips.
Mine's nowhere near that blue either. It's just what it is.
All right.
No, I think.
Yeah, I got blue back here.
If the tips touch, then there must be a joust.
Okay.
Sword fight. Eric. Eric finishes out as a Godfather or Avatar.
The Blue People Eaters. Yeah, but
Purple People. Yeah. Go Vikings.
Did the Vikings win or lose against the Lions?
They probably lost. Don't tell me, but they probably lost.
That should be a good game though. The freaking NFC
Don't-
North this year are kicking ass.
I sacrificed this to the end, but they were getting beat by 11, so I don't know.
Just know it was a good game.
Okay.
Godfather moves on 3-2 to the next round. Q starts us off. Q, is it Napoleon Dynamite or Twilight?
Dynamite.
That's a good matchup, man. That's a
That's
good
a good
matchup.
Gets a
matchup,
nod.
yeah.
Mike,
It
Is
is
it
a good
Twilight?
matchup, though, for sure.
Twilight or Napoleon Dynamite?
Are you Team Jacob? Are you Team Edward?
Jacob was way sexier. No.
Yeah, but and then there's like Napoleon Dynamite was just like this kind of indie film that didn't have much of a budget. So I'm thinking of like the overrated amount of money that went into a shitty movie, and I'm thinking Twilight.
Twilight gets a nod. Kaya, Twilight,
I
Napoleon
think-
Dynamite
We're gonna go with Twilight.
Thank
gets
you, Jeff.
another one. Eric finishes. Eric, is it Napoleon Dynamite or Twilight?
Twilight.
Gets the vote and the win off of that one to finish this up. I'm gonna go for Twilight as well.
I love you, Napoleon.
Vote for Pedro.
I love that movie. I will admit it now. I'm happy now.
Mike, I'm sorry for your future, brother. I got you. Though.
I got
Sorry.
no future. My past was better than whatever I've got going on.
So,
Hey,
Hugh,
Yes.
Napoleon Dynamite was your last movie.
Oh no!
Suck
Fact, Hugh, that was your only movie in round 3. Q also had, by the way, The Matrix, Nightmare Before Christmas, Star Wars Episode 4, Die Hard, Princess Bride.
Yep.
Dude,
After
the last 3 are golden movies.
No, some of those are pretty mid to overrated to average at
yeah.
best. But
Even
the last
yeah.
one, Princess Bride, that's a sin. You
That's
should be
a
gone
sin.
forever.
That's a
You
sin.
should be gone
Bride was
forever.
All right. The last two in the in round 3, Mike starts us off. These are Reddit suggestions. Is it Fight Club or Barbie?
Oh God. Honestly, I did not hate Fight Club, and I don't think it was overrated because it was not at the time. I don't think it was overdone as much as, but Barbie was like this huge like Barbie. Like my daughter loves Barbies and stuff. It was just like boom, boom. So I'm going with my daughter still. I'm going Barbie.
Barbie gets a nod. Kaya, Barbie, Fight Club.
Jonathan, Anthony, Felix, Cena should have never taken part in the movie. We're going with Barbie.
Yeah.
Eric.
I'm going with rewatchability. So we look at it in the future. I think more people watch Barbie, so I'll do Fight Club.
I kind of want to make Q vote for Barbie, or no, sorry, vote against Barbie. I don't think Barbie should have made it the far anyway. I think Barbie was a decent movie. I'm gonna save it though. I'm gonna go for Fight Club on this one. I really don't have a dog in this fight. Q is tie-breaking decision. Q, do you want to know who is facing in the next round? If you do, it will also release who the other semifinal matchup is.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
no.
yeah. All right, that's my boy.
Okay, so my vote. One of these I cannot talk about. The other one I can. The one I can talk about is the overrated one. So Barbie gets my vote.
Barbie gets to vote and the win off of that one. No more steal a votes. That was the last option to actually steal a vote. We have 4 matchups left for blowing a load. The only person to blow a load so far is Mike. So keep that in mind.
I always do it early.
Who else
Kaya.
stole a? Oh,
Kaya starts us off, and Kaya also gets to choose between one of these movies. Is it Barbie, Godfather, Twilight, or Empire Strikes Back?
Oh,
Oh my
God.
gosh. Woo!
Their final 4, by the way.
There's a 2 that I'm stuck between. It is fucking Star Wars and Barbie.
Do that one.
He said do that one, and he knows which one he wants me to pick too.
I know. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Again, just pick one of those 4 movies. That determines the matchup that we're going to be starting off on.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. So it is either Star Wars or Godfather.
oh,
Oh, shit.
oh.
I love Godfather.
Wait,
I love
what?
to say hello to my little friend.
Isn't that 2 of Freddie's movies too back
Nope.
to back? No.
Nope.
Oh wait, you
No,
didn't pick Star
He
Wars.
didn't do
Okay.
Star Wars.
He did Godfather and fuck. What was the other one?
The fourth one. The fourth Star Wars, actually.
No, that was me.
No, I didn't have a single God. When the person is knocked out, I just like I did with Q, I will reveal what movies it is.
Okay.
Damn,
Kaya,
I was
is it-
the first one knocked out with my movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
Your last one was Napoleon Dynamite.
I remember your 2 movies. I'm not gonna say it though. I remember.
So Kaya, is it Empire or Godfather?
Definitely Empire.
Empire gets a nod. Eric, Empire, Godfather
Yo, Star Wars all day.
gets another one. Godfather was my pick, by the way.
Mhm.
God damn it.
But as I
Your
said
other one
before,
is still here too.
Uncultured swine.
no, Godfather is my last one.
Oh, is Avatar didn't get out?
It got beat out by Godfather.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was about to say those are the 2 movies. I forget.
But I think Godfather has more redeeming qualities as far as a movie goes rather than Empire Strikes Back. So Empire will be getting my vote and the win off of that one. Q, until he returns, his vote is next. However, my picks for this one, for this particular bracket, was Joker, Interstellar,
Boo.
Godfather, Shawshank,
Boo.
Avatar,
Okay.
Gravity,
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about the Shawshank one. I don't.
Yep. Shawshank
and
is
apparently
boo.
all my picks were on one side of the bracket. I don't know how that worked out, but it did. So I am officially off the board off of this one. Q, is it Empire Strikes Back or Godfather?
It doesn't matter.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, oh God.
Gets another one. Mike finishes out Empire, Godfather.
Like, just hop on the train, bro.
Might as well.
Dude, I'm
If-
not riding your train.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Okay, fine. Empire Strikes Back. I'm it's one of the greatest movies, and it's the best.
that we're not gonna watch
you see, hey, and there's a reason why it was a part of this bracket. Ain't I right?
Dude, okay. Hold on. So I've watched the 6 movies of Star Wars. The newest ones that they brought after, like Revenge of the Sith, are all garbage. I mean, they literally screwed the franchise when they sold to Disney. You could have put any of those, like Rogue One, all those in there, and I would say they screwed it up because they tried to get more money. And that's my TED Talk. So go for it.
You know, you have to talk for at least 45 minutes before you consider it to be a TED Talk, right?
I can
Technically,
do it.
yes, because we're
I can-
past 2.5.
I
I think he's.
I've been talking a lot. I'll do it.
Empire moves on 5-0 to the next round. Godfather heads down to the possibility of third place. Eric gets the other matchup on here. Is it the Barbie movie or Twilight?
Yeah.
They both suck. They both suck.
I love that reaction. Ooh. That's like saying Mufasa. Just
Right, Barbie.
Barbie gets a nod off of that one. Twilight, for me. The acting is horrible. The storyline is horrible. The only redeeming quality is its shots of Oregon, and I appreciate that.
The music is pretty decent though.
Yeah, the movie. I still say what is it? Supernova Black Hole is still one of my favorite just background music songs of all time. That's the baseball scene for anybody out there.
Isn't Bruno Mars "It Will Rain" on one of the Twilight movies? That's like
I,
the breaking.
not on that one.
No,
There
not on
was-
that one, but in one of the movies.
The only major star that was major at the time when the movie came out was Paramore. That was on
No wonder that movie sucked.
the first. Everything else, like the Twilight movie, what is it? Iron and Wine had a song called "Flightless Bird," and that song was actually my first dance at my wedding.
They're Canadian.
So there's that. Tie game. Q. There you go. Barbie, Twilight.
I'd rather watch Twilight than see Barbie for the first time.
So Barbie gets a vote?
Barbie's my vote.
Barbie gets a vote. All right. Barbie is not a bad movie. I'm just letting you know. Mike, is it Barbie
It's
or
terrible.
Twilight?
It just sounds bad. Listen to the name. Barbie.
Okay. Twilight made like 1 million movies or 3 or whatever, and they they literally had the shittiest acting, and I don't know if they told them to act bad because or they just didn't know what to do, but it was just god awful. I'm going Twilight.
The fight scene in the last movie was great.
Yeah, it was.
I would say this: Twilight got the best sex scene I ever seen, though.
You're watching the wrong kind of movies there.
Right.
Jacob and Edward going,
the bed broke down and all that. So, oh shit.
And to be perfectly honest, like not everybody in this movie was terrible as far as acting goes. It was just like Jacob was terrible. Bella Swan was terrible. Those two characters were terrible.
Edward sucked.
Edward wasn't that bad, but the fact that they were all three, the 90% of the movie, the rest of them, their good acting didn't have the ability. Bella's dad, for instance, is also the dad on a show called Fire Country, which is one of my favorite shows right now. The fact that they didn't do a dual episode to open up the season still kind of pisses me off.
I don't like Fire Country.
I love fucking Fire Country.
I think Anna Kendrick is a bad actress, though.
I love Fire Crotch.
It depends on the movie. Pitch Perfect was good. Up in the Air was good.
Yo, what up, Tiffany?
I still think her ability to sing with Snoop Dogg, which, by the way, Snoop Dogg, you know what Snoop Dogg and Tupac have in common? What weird fact they have in common?
They're black.
I was gonna say they're both dark skinned.
They both hated P. Diddy.
West Side. West Side.
Neither one of them have won a Grammy.
Really?
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg's kind of overrated, so I'm okay with that. But Tupac winning a Grammy.
I mean,
Tupac
Tupac died before he could probably get one.
Biggie.
I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna win one now.
Biggie has never won a Grammy. Bob Marley.
Won one.
Bob Marley has never won a Grammy. Jimi Hendrix has never won a Grammy.
No.
I say that because in the future, this upcoming March, I believe we're doing a bracket. We're doing a music-based bracket of people who have never won a Grammy, who really should have by now.
Man, that's crazy.
Kaya finishes it out. It's a tie-breaking decision going against Empire in the next round. Is it Barbie or Twilight?
Both these movies can go to hell. I hate when these decisions to me right now. And it's a tiebreaker too, isn't it?
Yep.
Fuck. You know what? Just for the atrocity, I'm going with Barbie. The acting is bad in Twilight. Yes, I agree, but just so much of the atrocity about Barbie is just I'm going with Barbie. Freddie's like, I'm telling you, it's underrated. It's underrated.
Well, there goes.
No,
our last-
what I find funny is that they have the third place matchup is Twilight versus Godfather.
I had Twilight in there. That was my last one.
Yeah, but
I
yeah,
hate-
which reminds me, Twilight's Mike's last one. Mike had Twilight, Harry Potter 7, Notebook, Expendables,
Yes.
Spider-Man 1,
Yeah,
Come on now.
and he's
Fast and
crazy for that
Furious.
one.
and his worst pick of all, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
It's not.
Wait, did he refer to himself as a fucking genius for putting Expendables in here?
Yes, he did, which is the reason why I made sure to ask that
Balls.
question. I'm like, did you just give the person
yeah,
who
I did. I
who
was
put
trying
in
to get people-
Expendables?
I was
props?
trying to get people to vote for it.
I'm surprised nobody called me out on that particular message.
I know.
Yeah.
It was like obvious, but okay. I was like, all right.
All right. Third place. I start us off. It's either Godfather or Twilight. I really wish Godfather would have won this entire thing. Just the simple fact that I could next time I talk to Harvey, I could tell him that Godfather finally won a bracket, then realize what it was.
It's the worst one.
But on this one, I'm gonna have to go with Twilight. I think Godfather had more redeeming qualities.
Yeah, third place.
Q, is it Twilight or Godfather?
All right, just because he's already, wooting, yeah, third place. I'm gonna vote for Godfather.
Oh yeah, because I got mine past yours.
Yep.
You son of a bitch.
By the way, this time and this vote and next vote are the last two times to blow a load. Mike is the only one to blow a load so far.
Yeah, I did a long time ago. I can't hold it in. I've been.
I know, Mike. Mike, is it Godfather or Twilight?
It's Twilight.
He gets another vote. Kaya.
At this point, it's fine.
It's Twilight.
And Eric finishes out.
Hey, Twilight.
Suck it, Q.
Wow.
4-1. Twilight gets third place. Finals. Q starts us off. Q, Kaya, Eric, and myself are the last to blow a load. This is the last time to do it. Take it in consideration. Q, is it the Barbie movie or Empire Strikes Back?
I love you so much, Q.
Babe, have you blown yet?
I don't know.
All right. Yep. I'm gonna blow my load.
Q has decided to blow his load. Mike, Barbie, Empire.
I love my daughter so much that she is the best thing ever and person ever, and she said Barbie stunk, and I'm going to go by her decision of Barbie. I'm not putting Star Wars in this. I will go by her decision because I have showed her Star Wars. So Barbie. And whatever happens may happen. I'm out.
Barbie gets a nod. Kaya, is it Barbie or Empire Strikes Back?
That was a staticky bark.
What the hell was that?
The dog agrees.
Dog on auto tune, and not Snoop Dogg on auto tune.
Smoke
But
weed every day.
he hit the. That's fucking sounds like the lion.
Yeah.
All right, but we're gonna go with Star Wars.
Gets a vote. Eric, Empire Strikes Back, Barbie.
Star Wars.
Well, I know where this is going. All right, Freddie put Barbie in there, so
No, I didn't.
I thought you did.
No,
Nah.
he's the one who keeps saying
It's
it's
Reddit.
overrated.
You like Barbie, so I know where this is going. Okay, yeah.
I did not steal a vote, so I'm gonna have to blow my load. I'm gonna have to use both of them. By the way, Kaya and Eric didn't blow a load. Eric didn't use either one of them. Kaya stole a vote.
I stole a vote at the very beginning. I remember it's Nightmare
Yep.
Before Christmas
He
versus
stole,
Mad
he stole
Max.
mine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
He stole
Star.
mine.
It's gonna be Star Wars, and you already
Cube.
know it.
Q blew his load.
Why couldn't it be?
It is
number
his vote.
4?
Is it Empire or Barbie?
I really wanted to be last, Freddie.
I know.
Hey, I just noticed something before Q continues. I think that was the first time I voted against Barbie here.
I think his eyes are closed.
Was Star
Q.
Wars.
Nah,
The
I
weight
can
of the
see-
world.
Yeah, dude, the gravity's just extra on me right now.
Go fuck Sandra Bullock.
Wait, we already voted out Gravity a long time ago. What do you mean?
That should have been the
joking.
worst
I'm
movie.
joking. I'm joking.
Empire.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Empire gets the vote and the win off of that one. I'm going to go for Empire as well, which means it is
Easy.
4-1 wins the entire thing. It is Empire winning this entire thing. It's the most overrated movie. Barbie
put that
in
one in
second
there?
place. Twilight in third. That is our show this week. There, guys. Q, where can people find you?
Of course, you can find your boy Q on this podcast almost every Sunday. Not quite, but almost. Almost. And you can also find me on Facebook under Quentin Vanstream. You can find me on Instagram under Master Bastard Q because, well, I'm the master of these bastards. Fuck
You
Star
can
Wars.
find Mike at.
Your mother's house.
So sorry for her.
It's your mother's house. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I feel sorry for her.
Well, you should.
You can find Kaya at the Tube of the U, the red play button app. At different things. There's the Making My Mark, which because I get called a mark all the time, and I always make my mark. I always make a statement. Or Reality of Entertainment on the Clock app, TikTok. There you go. That's most of my socials right there.
And of course, you can find Eric at.
Hey, you can find me on YouTube and TikTok at Random Thoughts with Eric G. On Instagram at Random Thought without the S with Eric G. And on Facebook at Eric Green / the Green Rose Foundation, which is my organization. And I put Star Wars in there. So we got it.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot about that.
God damn it.
I did. I completely forgot about that. Eric. So it was Empire with Eric. Barbie was Reddit. Reddit had Gone with the Wind, Fight Club, Endgame, Barbie, Inception, and Titanic. Eric, who won today. Mad Max, Dark Knight. Next Friday, Harry Potter 2, Star Wars Episode 5, Ant-Man, and Lord of the Rings. So there's that. You can find me at your host, at Freddie Fisher on Facebook. While you're on Facebook, check out Bracketology and Bracket Bastards. On Bracketology, we have multiple polls going up, but today it is the two main ones we are doing are Dirty Destinations, which we will be doing here eventually. And as we are also doing the Tunes, which are kids' cartoon theme songs off that one. Both of those are in the Sweet 16s. So, and they both end the same day, which is going to be fun.
Under the Sea.
On Twitter, Fisher777. We're all at Bracket Bastards. And of course, on Instagram, you can find me at Can't Lick Me, not one word. Next week, we are doing a salute to teachers. And this is a very, very important show for me. There is a woman that I've been trying to get on this show for 2 years, at least. And she finally agreed to be on the show. She is my favorite teacher of all time,
Mary Kay Letourneau.
Mrs. Natalie Dahmer. She is my drama teacher. I can't wait to have her on. But we are talking about classes that we wish they taught us in school. This is another collaborative show, so we're all going to come up with some stuff going on, and it's not exactly the comedy-based stuff that we're doing today, but go ahead and join us anyway. You might go ahead and have some fun. I try to end every single show with a quote. Today's quote comes from Avatar: The Last Airbender, the TV show cartoon. It says, "Protection and power are overrated. I think you are very wise to choose happiness and love. There are reasons each of us are born. We have to find those reasons." That is Uncle Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender. That is our show this week, guys. We'll see you down the road.
Bang, bang.
Bastards out. Oh, a class I wish